Forge game. Foot Clan, let's go. I'm still a hard man. Let's go. Hard. Let's go. Let's flipping go. Alright, we are live. We are live over here. Just gotta chill it out. Chill it to a few places. Get my chat phone set up here. What is that night doing? Okay, there we go. There we go, bro. Chillin'. I don't normally stream on Sundays, but really didn't have nothing to do. Kinda bored over here. We got Mafia Monday tomorrow. So let's see. There's a gaming channel. I was thinking about streaming Skull and Bones, but like, if you're fucking idle for too long, it'll just fucking kick you out of the fucking game. So I don't want to be fucking kicked out of the fucking game for going to piss or whatever. So yeah, pretty much it. Gonna continue the longest running series on this frickin' channel here, bro. It's even been going on longer than fucking... What was that game? Assassin's Creed shit. But yeah, see, there was a video about Alistair Mycroft I might play, but you can't even fucking hear him. Like, you honestly can't even fucking hear him. It's pretty pathetic and pretty embarrassing. Typical Alistair Penguin Man fucking L. Post it there. Oh yeah, they have a gaming channel there. So might as well. Alright. I'm pretty sure that's it. So here we go. It's gonna continue our first person fucking playthrough here, pal. It is a diet you drink stream, so if I die, I will drink. Same goes for the stream tomorrow night, too. And actually, kind of how I do on the Mafia Mondays, we're listening to Sammy Gravano's bullshit. Hello, good sir. Good sir. Good sir. Good sir. How are you doing today, good sir? I was just bored, man, so I was like, I guess I'll stream some Red Dead Redemption 2 for an hour, a couple hours, you know? There was an Alistair Mycroft video that I was thinking about playing for everybody, but you might not even be able to hear him. His audio is so bad. So yeah. Roads. Nope. Not what I want. Nope. Dude, where's my fucking inventory at? Like, what the fuck, dude?
Time to go, boy.
Tree that better. Is our horse there? There we go. That's what I fucking need, bro. Jeez. Alright, so I don't even remember what I'm supposed to even be doing. So we're just gonna go accept a random mission from... I might do some online like I did before. I might not. I don't know. Let's go see what this bloody stranger wants over here, bro. Oh, we need to clean tree that better. Maybe go hunting. Need to go hunt. Bring food back to the camp, like for real. Like, I don't even know how they're surviving out there. Whoa. What's up, KT? Uh-oh. Damsel in distress? What the frick is going on, lady?
You okay there, mister?
You need me to move?
Move.
Am I sitting in the wrong place?
Excuse
Yes,
me?
actually.
Mean any offense, sir, please.
I don't get your meaning.
I'm very sorry, sir. You have yourself a fine day, and I apologize for any offense I may have
It's nighttime.
What are you drinking, mister?
Nothing, sir. Nothing at all.
Why are you acting so strange?
I don't mean to. I'm sorry for any offense.
How could you
I'm very
have
offended.
me?
I have no idea.
Yo,
But I had no
skin.
idea how I offended the last fellas. And they stole my wagon on account of my impudence.
Stole your wagon for back check?
They didn't like my medical practice, I suppose. I was helping folk.
And that wasn't popular?
I was gonna stream Skull and Bones because I ended up buying it. I did a review on it. It went longer than I wanted because I couldn't find out what I was supposed to fucking do. But it's just so boring. Like, and it'll kick me for just being inactive for like 3 minutes, so.
That ain't very nice.
That was my impression. Still, compared to the gutting, castration, defenestration, and crucifixion they offered me, I felt I got off lightly.
Imagine
Skull and Bones is done. Sam boring. It's just like a lot of sailing.
Free with my wisdom and services.
Like, if you really like sailing.
Which way they go?
Down the road, that away.
Stay here.
I mean, it makes me more of a pirate than, or a captain than Shaggy is, I guess.
Please, don't go to any trouble on my account.
Okay. Okay there, pal.
I heard them say they was taking it to McComb's Inn.
Okay, thanks.
I can't commit any crimes because I'm like a sheriff or something, but I would beat the fucking brakes off this tar gentleman here. Oh, I have to go to it?
Wait.
Just sailing around? What is this, Wind Waker? Oh, like, you sail around and you, like, the pirate that you, like, the kingpin, he's basically telling you to go out and, like, attack these ships, attack the French. He called the French a bunch of inbred dogs. I was like, whoa. RDR1 playthrough is done. No, it's not done, KT. It's not done. It's just... I've been playing this for like 2 years. It's the longest running playlist on this channel. Like, I actually wanted to beat this one before I beat RDR1. Because I haven't beat RDR1 in years. Like, I guess, you know, to, like, maybe give some context to what the fuck John's doing. You see Mormon Shaggy started the grifting and made a whole $8. Cogs got some stiff competition. Longer than my Omnicron playthrough. No, Tree Master Bob, I did not. I heard him say that he was going to start grifting. But I didn't actually think anybody was going to give Shaggy money. Now, I mean, who was the donator in question? Because what if it was just Shaggy himself donating to himself? I remember RDR1 being better than 2. I think it is better than 2. But maybe like 2 has it better on like environment and graphics, you know, but it's just like fucking your Dutch's little bitch the whole time, like, and like everyone can see through Dutch, but it's just like, okay, I guess we'll just fucking keep enabling this con man. That's what we'll do. Bet it was Askill. It might have been. Apparently his dad gave him the dono. He's supporting his son, I guess, you know. It's kind of crazy that he like supports that, you know. But I mean, I was gonna say whoever donated to Shaggy is probably a pedophile, and I don't know. Maybe I'm right, or at least a pedophile enabler, right? I saw Surfer's been doing the Bible study streams. Imagine being the father of Shaggy or Andy Worski. It's tough. What? Oh. Okay. Alright, pal. You want to threaten me with a gun? You want to threaten... hey. Oh, you son of a bitch. You killed my horse? I'm gonna be pissed. Fuckers just started shooting at me. Ya bastard. I've been painting like a madman, now I'm making the rest of the chest, buddy. Got him. Oh, you bastard. I forget how you fucking... son of a bitch, bro. I'm having beef and broccoli for dinner. How about that? Sounds good, bro. I had some meatballs in like barbecue sauce and shit. It was pretty good. Okay, so they got this Negro's wagon. Oh, you bastard. Got him. Where are you, dude? Oh, here you are.
If you don't, boys, I'll go.
This is the dude's wagon. Okay.
Okay, come on. Get you back to the dock.
You gonna have these nuts for dinner? I couldn't deal with that level of failure. To be Shaggy and Worski's dad. So see, like, what I kind of wanted to do is play this audiobook, like kind of how I do on Mafia Mondays. It's this Western book called Blood Meridian. It came out in 1985, and it's like a Western novel, but it is like very violent and very racist. And I've liked it so far. I've been listening to it. It's part 1 is 6 hours long, and part 2 is another 6 hours. Shaggy grifted for 6 hours over 4 streams for $8. Oh, when was that? Like, what stream was it on? Was it on his channel? You bastard. Sounds like Huckleberry. Sounds based like Huckleberry Finn. Yeah, I've never actually read Huckleberry Finn, but I've heard a lot of people like it. Earlier today, on his channel, he did 4 streams in one day. Like, Alistair Mycroft tried to do a video, like, taking down Warhammer, and, like, Warhammer's audio is louder than Alistair Mycroft is. Alistair Mycroft sounds like, over 3 days. Alistair Mycroft sounds like he's talking into a fucking cotton ball. It starts with, there once was a man called David Jim. Jim! Daddy Jim? Jim Medicare? Well, we're gonna bring old Nibba Jim's fucking thing back here, I guess, KT. Like, I would play the Alistair video, but, like, you won't even be able to hear him. And you'll just be able to hear Warhammer. Like, Warhammer's audio is, like, 3 times as loud as Mycroft's is. I think he finally quit because Toxic called in the Surfer stream, and that broke his brain. Oh, damn. Toxic coming on to talk to Surfer about the Bible? Is it a Bible study stream? Oh, no. Because that's all I've seen Surfer been streaming.
You know this fella, don't you?
Oh, look who it is. I did
Damn it.
not count on seeing that wagon again. No, you for that
See,
matter.
these nuts.
People you won't be seeing are the folks that took it.
Time to smelt the
take it you're
penguin
not
at the
only ignorant
porch.
clodhoppers in these parts.
He's been smelted
But I
once.
can live in
He can
glorious
get
hope.
smelted again, bro.
Ah,
He can get
it
melted
wasn't
in
a
the
trouble
slag.
now, was it?
No, it was a pleasure.
Yeah. Let me give you something for your pleasure. What we got here? How about this? Provide a man a tincture, he'll be well for a day. Teach him to make one, he might be well a while longer.
I'll make sure
Shaggy got chilly that Tox didn't convert to Mormonism.
It won't work for anything crime.
Toxic was supposed to be like what Brian Dunn thought Toxic was gonna come assassinate him or some bullshit.
Travel safe now.
I was like, dude, you have nothing to worry about, man. Like, just chill out. It's just dumb internet bullshit, man. Toxic is not gonna come assassinate you. He's not a man for hitman. War prisoners throw pigwoods in the metal vats to sabotage the rifles. Imagine believing that. Oh shit. Okay, what are we supposed to do, bro? Okay, do y'all want to go see Josiah or Hosea? Press 1 for Josiah, press 2 for Hosea. Hosea is the old man. There's also a fucking mission right here. He's British, of course, part 2. Oh, that's the Grossly guy. What was his name? Was Grossly? 2. Hosea. We'll go see what old man Hosea is up to. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, because... Okay, that's my horse. I'm gonna play some of the Blood Meridian book. Like, while I'm riding my horse and shit. Because it's just like... Oh shit, I have it here. Whoa. Books and shit. Okay, there we go. Because I do have my tablet, so I can play it and read everything. That's in reference to war prisoners ruining the metal for Car 98 rifles during World War II. They throw coins into the vats. Let's go. Let's go. Alright.
What?
Or the evening redness in the west.
Okay, it's called
Blood Meridian, or the evening redness in the west.
The Evening Redness in the West.
Narrated by Richard Poe and directed by Greta Byrom. Chapter 1. Childhood in Tennessee. Runs away. New Orleans. Fights.
Oh, and like, it gives you this whole rundown at first of what's going to be in the chapter. Like, have you ever seen the old books like Don Quixote or Three Musketeers or even some Bibles? Like, before the chapter even starts, it gives you a rundown list of everything that you can expect in the chapter, and that's basically what it's doing now. I think the dude that wrote Blood Meridian also wrote No Country for Old Men. Oh, really? I didn't know that, bro.
Is shot to Galveston.
Quick rundown.
The Reverend Green, Judge Holden,
just a QRD.
Frey, Coatvine, burning of the hotel.
Tell me if I need to turn anything, like, because the phone's on max volume, but I don't know if you can hear it. Oh, fuck.
The child. Yep. He's pale.
Chauncey, what's up? Let's go.
He wears a thin and ragged linen shirt. He stokes the scullery fire. Outside lie dark-turned fields with rags of snow and darker woods beyond that harbor
Sounds
yet
fine.
a few
Alright,
vast
bro, cool.
wolves. His
Audiobooks before it was cool.
And drawers of water, but in truth his father has been a schoolmaster. He lies in drink. He quotes from poets whose names are now lost. The boy crouches by the fire.
Like, it's really wordy sometimes.
Night of your birth.
And sometimes the shit they say don't make, like, the metaphors and analogies they say. Third turd is Shaggy's biggest toenail. No, it's not true. So some of the analogies they make get repetitive. Gets very repetitive. And, sometimes just don't make sense. Hey, what's up?
Hey, fellas.
33. The Leonids, they were called. God, the stars did fall. I looked for blackness, holes in the heavens, the dipper stove.
Alright.
The mother, dead these 14 years, did incubate in her own bosom the creature
Shaggy coin rising.
The father never
Shaggy
speaks
coin
of
crashing.
The child doesn't know it. He has a sister in this world that he will not see again.
This way, sir.
H.P. Lovecraft would write queer every other sentence.
So, your friend, the other liquor vendor. Hello.
Hello, ma'am.
Arthur, welcome. We were just playing cribbage. Arthur Morgan, Mrs. Catherine Braithwaite.
Nice to see you again.
Apparently. So this one, he's big and as dumb as he looks?
Shaggy says he will
He's
say
surely
Forge
big,
Gang 1
but
for
his
money.
intelligence is a matter of some conjecture. Some say he is as dumb as he looks, but I think, well, he's
Well,
not
that's
quite
priceless,
that
bro.
dumb.
That's priceless,
So these are the
because
boys going to
total
Calico?
sellout.
Yes, we can take care of that for you, but one hates to be coarse. There is the question of money.
Shaggy got smelted at the
We've got
Forge for
money,
free.
Mr. Matthews.
Paper, bonds, metal,
She ain't gonna pay you with a certified check, you Yankee numbskull.
Ain't childbirth just the most beautiful miracle on earth? Seems a
Whether he
little
says it or not, it's still true. It's all true. He thinks about all of his queen of spades while asks for dudes. The fuck? Oh yeah, here, you can have it. I was using it to read that, but... Ethan Ralph said he would appear on Reality Based. How about that? I saw you say that. I'd.
You was quiet in there.
So if they're gonna be talking, I'll let them talk and shit.
I'll shove that silver spoon down his throat and pull it clean out of his arse.
I saw you in Killstream chat, turd for Ghost don't die.
She got us doing.
I'm already dead, bro.
She wants us to talk about tobacco fields. Said they ain't had rain in weeks round here.
What?
Yeah, using that back there.
Moonshine?
Burns faster than
Look at this Irish fella.
said it'd be fitting, she did. How about I try fitting my boot up your hook now, just snotty old bitch.
Gee.
Hosea really picked the right fella for tea at the manor, didn't he?
Ah, he was giving it his usual flat. One of these families got gold stashed somewhere, he reckons. I mean, I'm all for sticking it to rich folks.
Cause like, yeah, and like if I play it with him fucking yapping, like you're not gonna hear any of the book.
Hosea knows what he's doing.
Does he though?
Yep, Ralph is in the Athey army now. Everybody type in the chat 3-4 is a stupid N-word. No!
On this fool's errand, which I'm very much looking forward to, by the way. They were saying old man Gray's double security after that business at the saloon.
So, we're basically like sheriff deputies who came into town. What the flip? And we're like instigating this war between basically the fucking two rival families in town. It's not true. 3-4 has the stamp of approval. Team 1.
Alright then.
like the Hatfield and McCoy's war is going on, and we're basically in the middle of it. KT food stamp approval. What the?
He watches, pale and unwashed. He can neither read nor write, and in him broods already a taste for mindless violence. All history present in that visage. The child, the father of the man.
Hold up a second. Are you not worried about them?
At 14, he runs away.
Excuse me?
He will not see again the freezing kitchen house in the pre-dawn dark. The firewood.
Damn it, guys. Chauncey is hating on me from his Obama phone.
Here. I'll go hiding back. Here.
Kiwi coin.
Act naturally and stop us from getting into a fight before we're ready.
I will try.
Yes. Try and do an impression of a human being.
Days right. Oh, KT, I saw that that UFC fight you were talking about. Watching it, like last time I streamed, I saw it on X. Like the dude lost or whatever. I don't know if he got knocked out or not. Kolov or whatever the fuck.
What you want, boy?
There was a thing at the saloon.
What you talking about?
Well, I'm delivering the supplies.
You're not the usual driver.
Free Wi-Fi for illegal immigrants. Volk got starched. Kolov? No, not Kolov. Volk. Volk.
From Donegal, in Ireland.
Oh, Donegal.
Yeah. They said you'd understand some kind of incident at the saloon.
Vulcan Alves.
I was told to bring this up here.
Polish guy?
Questions I'll tell you no lies, sort of business. Before the officials got there, they said.
Okay. Drive this way. I'll show you how to get there.
Oh, thank you.
If you haven't played it, I'm not going to spoil the game, but...
Thank you. And, I mean, I don't know what happened. I was told to bring this up here.
If you haven't played it, I'm not going to spoil the game, but... Hopefully I get to a certain point and I'll end the stream. Australian manlet.
Fine bit of country you've got here. Not as fine as Connemara, but fine nonetheless.
My people come from Scotland.
Is that right? Then you and I are nearly brothers.
That's right. Just sit down to the fucking thing here.
Just over here. Straight down the path here. It's getting so I can barely keep track of all these deliveries.
Mafia Maniac Mondays. Let's go! 3-4 said he's gonna start playing Mafia Mondays. But since he's a day ahead, it won't conflict with my Mafia Monday, you know what I mean? It's a win-win.
Oh dear, I'm sorry to hear that, Hamish. Sounds like you definitely deserve that drink.
You don't know the half. Just in there. Right there.
I would play it, but Susan swept.
You can unload it here.
She took the damn tablet. Shouldn't even use it.
The horse is like a swift one, do they?
3-4 plays Friday, streams on Thursday. What does he know? 3-4 ain't done nothing after he flagged his channel down. 3-4 ain't... Oh shit, sorry. I was checking my... I had to go back and check my thing. Checking on the stream health. That's why I always link Hobbit vids at the beginning of his streams. I would play it, but Susan swept me. Chauncey exposed. Oh, murdered him.
What are you playing at? I was enjoying the monologue. I'm glad I'm not your brother. Let's get on with this.
Damn.
Who was dawdling?
Dawdle. These nuts.
We can hold up in here till it gets dark.
Yeah, get the body out of the way. I guess I'm non-binary now.
How you getting on?
Good. Nearly got these things ready.
Okay. There's plenty of guards out there.
3-4 doesn't even know what day it is.
You head over to the dry barn.
Sure. And you?
I'm gonna deal with the fields themselves. We coat everything in
Oh,
sunshine,
guys,
and we light things up.
I'm so glad that we're doing this
Thankfully,
mission
it ain't rained.
because
That old barn over there should go up like a torch.
this is us. This is us, bros. This is us boys burning down the cornfield. Shaggy and Toxic's gay little
They get wind of us.
shit they did. Remember the cornfields? Well, we're about to burn the fucking cornfields down, bro. With the heat of the forge. We're about to burn this shit up, bro.
There's someone coming on the left.
Follow Sean. Sean! Sean! Get the body out of the way, idiot!
Well, I thought the wagon already arrived. This one didn't. Strange. So, what you got there?
Toxic and Shaggy are grifting hard using religion.
Drop it by the supply shed at the back of the fields. Sure. See you later.
You hear that? Pharaoh.
Chauncey, I saw that Alistair Mycroft video. I commented on your comment and asked, is this dude talking through a fucking cotton ball? Like,
You douse the fields.
Warhammer's like 3 times as loud as him. He's like getting mogged by Warhammer's audio on his own video. Sneaking rarely works out. Lol, he hates me. Bro, like, he's so quiet. When hiding amongst tobacco plants, guards will not be able to see you as easily. Okay, bud. It's tobacco plants. I guess it's not cornfield. Mogged by the spirit of the Forge Hammer. I always leave a comment saying, "Come outside, piggy." Like, how much more do I need to put? Like, okay. There's like a little criteria there.
Should be enough for here.
Alright. Oops. Why does a mouse pissing on cotton? Bro, like, I couldn't even hear what he was saying. And like, he's calling Warhammer a retard. Like, I don't know, bud, maybe figure out your audio before you call other people retards. There, bud. There, pal.
That's good.
Oh shit. I unsubscribed from all the sectard. All the sectored queers. KT, then unsub. Oh, come on, come on, bro, come on. KT's Foot Clan, bro. He's the leader of the Foot Clan. I already private all my content. It's over, Chauncey. It's over, bro.
That's good for here.
Lol, I love Coolest Tactical. Now Chauncey has to make content. No, now you guys have to watch me play this game. I will someday. Don't worry, bros. I got you both. I got you. You got me. Let's burn down these freaking trees. Meet Sean at the barn. Alright. After I move out of the city. You're lying like Jaldi. Like Gaildy? Old gay boy. Old gay Aldi. Mr. Homo. Wow. I can't shoot my guns on stream in towns, buds. It said I can't, bro. It said that I'm a deputy right now, or whatever. Not for long, anyway. Ooh. Okay. Oh, shit.
After you, sir. Would you look at that? Now let's go light yourselves a fat cigar.
I'm going to make sector snuff films.
We'll hold this lot up. You get those for his property going.
Equip fire bottles. Alright. That's alright.
Not right now. We got company. Look out.
Take out the Grayson's guards. Where are they? You're probably helping humanity. I'd watch that. What's up, Chad Kekler? Let's go! Whoa, why can't I fucking kill that guy? Oh shit. Got him! Call me Chopper Fat Sack. Oh shit. Went chop fingers off. We're cutting off fingers over here. Like 3-4's dad, Mark Chopper Reed. What the? Doc's sorry, 3-4. Bro, don't be doxing 3-4's dad. No. No one even knows who that is. Uncle Chop Chop. This is cool. Sammy is purring and bumping me with his head. Sammy gang, let's go! Oh, bro, we just got our cat back. Like, we brought our cat to the vet like a couple days ago because we just got it back yesterday. I ain't ever had a cat in my life had seizures, and this cat was like out of nowhere just fucking having fucking seizures, bro. Like, what the fuck is this? And but she's back home now.
This is a goddamn mess.
I would have fixed her. There goes my coffee. Can we go in this room? Alright, bro, I don't want to drive. Aw, man, you're gonna make me drive? What are you talking about, bro? Shire, cut free. Okay. I had a dramatic escape. Oh, fuck. An escape horse has died. Alright, well, I guess I got a drink. How's Daddy Chopper 3-4? Toasted.
Alright, come on, we'll take those horses.
We're there, see if the payroll was actually in there.
Hurry up.
All right. We did good, Morgan. We did good.
Hey,
He
let's
cuts
go.
his ears off. Return to Sean. Why? Why can't Sean just come to me?
All right, let's go.
Sean! Don't slow down for nothing. Okay, well that's what got me killed last time. Oh. The Van Gogh game.
All right, come on, we'll take
Yep,
those
he
horses.
brought me some tendies.
We're there, see if the payroll was actually in there.
Hurry up.
Okay. I got a drink to that because I died.
Great, but let's go.
Why are you riding in the fire, feller? Come on, Sean. Come on, you Irish faggot. Come on, dude.
All right, let's go.
Follow me.
Don't slow down for nothing. Okay. Okay there, bud. Tindy on Vegemite. Oh, you got him. Why did his horse jump over it? Mine just ran through it. Weird. Did you see the new movie about an imaginary best friend named Chauncey the teddy bear? Yeah, I did. Don't ride in the fire. Horses are flammable. Well, we made it. We made it. We made it out. We made it. We stole the Shire. Vegemite is horrid. Yeah, I think we did, Sean. Stole my copyright. It tastes like a block of salt.
I hope him and Jose are right and that there's some money at the end of it. Well, what now? Head on back to camp. You coming?
No?
Later. I got some business. Right you are, English. Another job well done, I'd say.
Gang share, your share 212. Alright, whatever, bro. Hide your identity. Where's my hat at, bro? I need to fix my horse up. Chauncey is the Prion man. That's not my horse.
Come on.
My horse is out of whistling range. What the fuck? That's never been a thing. Whistling range. Alright, so maybe we should. No, we're gonna go see what Grossly Offensive is up to over here. And listen to some Blood Meridian. Alright? Let's get on this horse. He ate too much monkey brains. Oh, dude, I don't know if it was deep fake or just like propaganda. I don't know if you saw. I saw it on X. Every post on X now has a bot commenting "pussy in bio." Pussy in bio on every post you'll see on X, but some some American soldier pulled a Buddhist monk and like lit himself on fire or something in front of the Israeli embassy or the American embassy in Israel. I don't know, and I don't know if he died or not, but he said he was not going to commit any more war crimes for Israel, and I was like, I just saw it, and I was like, well, self-immolation, yeah. He self-immolated, but I mean, I don't know if he, I saw that. I don't know if he died or not, or if he was like, oh, fuck this. Whoa.
Steady. Easy, fella. What cargo you bringing through here? Easy.
What does it matter to you, nigga?
I'm trying to get these supplies to the federal building. Underneath.
Federal ain't got no authority here.
Cargo here. Move it along.
We'll be taking them goods for the citizens of Lemoyne.
You fellas are crazy.
Dude, why you pointing at me, bro?
Jesus Christ. Glad I weren't
I guess you could say that post. Free Palestine. KT, you know why it's called Palestine, right? Palestine, because that's where all the white people used to live. A bunch of white. I mean, there's still white people over there. But yeah, Palestine. People always say Palestine. No, it's Palestine. Alright.
Wood, the washpots. He wandered west as far as Memphis, a solitary migrant upon that flat and pastoral landscape.
Let's see.
Blacks in the fields, lank and stooped, their fingers spider-like among the bolls of cotton. A shadowed agony in the garden. Against the sun's declining, figures moving in the slower dusk across a paper skyline. A lone, dark husbandman pursuing mule and harrow down the rain-blown bottomland toward night. A year later, he's in St. Louis.
He got killed with a can of
He's taken
beans
on
in his
for New
sleep.
Orleans aboard a flatboat. 42 days on the river. At night, the steamboats hoot and trudge past through the black waters, all alight like cities adrift. They break up the float and sell the lumber, and he walks in the streets and hears tongues he has not heard before. He lives in a room above a courtyard behind a tavern, and he comes down at night like some fairy book beast to fight with the sailors.
Steamboats are
His
based.
big wrists, big hands, his shoulders.
This is like the American.
The child's face is curiously untouched.
Like if you're like KT or like 3-4 or someone that like isn't from America, or like you just heard stories about like, you know, Billy the Kid and like the Midwest, or like, you know, just like cowboys and Indians and shit. This is pretty much like this book.
Behind the scars, the eyes oddly innocent. They fight with fists, with feet, with bottles or knives.
Feet?
All races, all breeds. Men whose speech sounds like the grunting of apes. Men from lands so far and queer that standing over them where they lie bleeding in the mud, he feels mankind itself.
He did say queer there.
On a certain night, a Maltese bosun shoots him in the back with a small pistol. Swinging to deal with the man, he is shot again, just below the heart. The man flees, and he leans against the bar with the blood running out of his shirt. The others look away.
Corresponding.
Okay.
After a while, he sits on the floor.
Easy, girl.
He lies in a cot in the room upstairs for 2 weeks, while the tavern keeper's wife attends him. She brings his meals. She carries out his slops.
Queer
A
land?
hard-looking woman
Australia?
with a wiry body like a man's. By the time he's mended, he has no money to pay her, and he leaves in the night and sleeps on the riverbank until he can find a boat that will take him on. The boat is going to Texas.
Texas, let's go.
Only now is the child finally divested of all that he has been.
Cinematic camera with the reading.
As is his destiny. And not again in all the world's turning will there be terrains so wild and barbarous to try whether the stuff of creation may be shaped to man's will, or whether his own heart is not another kind of clay. The passengers are a diffident lot. They cage their eyes, and no man asks another what it is that brings him here. He sleeps on the deck, a pilgrim among others. He watches the dim shore rise and fall, gray seabirds gawking, flights of pelicans coastwise above the gray swells. They disembark aboard a lighter, settlers with their chattels, all studying the low coastline, the thin bite of sand and scrub pine swimming in the haze. He walks through the narrow streets of the port. The air smells of salt and new sawn lumber. At night, whores call to him from the dark, like souls in want. A week, and he's on the move again. A few dollars in his purse that he's earned, walking the sand roads of the southern night alone, his hands balled in the cotton pockets of his cheap coat. Earthen causeways across the marshland, egrets in their rookeries white as candles among the moss. The wind has a rage to it, and leaves lope by the roadside and skelter on in the night.
Oh, shit.
He moves north through small settlements and farms, working for day wages and
I always
farm
call you
He sees a
anti-Semitic, but never a
parasite
liar.
hanged in a crossroads hamlet.
Is this my horse
And the
now?
man's friends run forward and pull his legs, and he hangs dead from his rope while urine darkens his trousers. He works in the soil. He works in a diphtheria pest house.
Huh. Okay, I guess this
He
is my
takes his
horse.
pay from a farmer,
Shire.
an aged mule. They back this animal in the spring of the year 1849. He rides up through the latter-day Republic of Fredonia into the town of Nacogdoches. The Reverend Green had been playing to a full house daily as long as the rain had been falling.
Okay, this is where like it starts to get like a little in like it's like breadcrumbs throughout this fucking thing, and I'm not even done listening to the whole book yet. I don't even know how it ends. But this is a very important chapter from what I've heard so far. So it's at this church, right? And you're introduced to this dude called the Judge, who I honestly believe, like this priest says, is literally the devil. I think he was literally the devil. And, like, you know, there's those old Western, you know, myths and legends about the devil meeting you at the crossroads and, you know, in a desert, or people, you know, just shit like that. Weird shit in the desert, right?
And the rain had been falling for 2 weeks. When the kid ducked into the ratty canvas tent, there was standing room along the wall.
And the main character's name is the Kid. So if you ever hear the Kid, they're not talking about a kid. That's the main character's name. You could think of Billy the Kid maybe, or you know, but that's just the character's name. Semitism is defined as policy or predisposition favorable to Jews. You know, I saw the national news earlier before dinner or whatever, and it's there was a sign, and it said another like this person holding a sign was like another Jew against Islamophobia, and I was like, it's like okay, bud, but alright, hold on. Let me find grossly offensive real fast. Where is this nigga at?
Look here.
Capture or calm the zebra.
What they done to you? Hey, now.
We got the zebra bros. Hey, can I pet you or something? Study. Whoa! He got away. The fuck? Come here, horse. Looks suspiciously like a donkey. Do you check the basement for tunnel rat ghosts?
Let's go, girl.
Check the basement? No, bro, I don't have a basement.
Easy.
Oh, come on. That was perfect. We're below sea level.
There you go.
Alright, I got you now, donkey. Donkey, this nigga painted stripes on with paint or something. They know better than to... What is going on? Bro.
Come here.
This stubborn ass, bro. Like, for real. Come on, dude.
Easy.
Zebras blend in with the crowd, not the environment. Shaggy said he was going to sail to Mexico to meet up with Ethan Ralph. Yeah, I saw that. But Shaggy was so fucking boring. And then Shaggy being like, "Oh, yeah, what's your favorite sports team?" Never has this nigga ever talked about sports or anything sports related ever. And then he wants to say, "Yeah, I always like the Raiders, yeah." And the Raiders are my AFC team because the Cowboys are my NFC team. And he's just like, I was always a big Raiders fan. Now they're in Las Vegas. Well, you want to go to Las Vegas with me, Ralph? They've got the best gear, merch. Yeah. Bro, shut up. Shut your ass up. Oh, fuck, the donkey got away. No. Shaggy didn't even say anything. A damn fucking word whenever the Raiders were fucking whooping ass, bro. They were like 6-0. Like the best the Raiders have ever been in like the past couple of years. And then some stupid idiot like leaked something on the coach where like the coach just said something that was just mildly offensive to gay black people or whatever, and then they fired him, and then their season was done. It was over. Like, fuck, man. Shaggy didn't even say anything about that. I might have said nothing else at it either, but I mean, not on stream. What the fuck is the horse? This is really annoying, bro. That's why I like MMA. One of the reasons. Dude. Seriously, what the fuck?
Gotcha. Idiot.
This is so fucking bizarre. Like, just never really talked a whole lot about sports on my streams. I mean, I honestly think football and all that shit's all rigged. Like, there's too much money to be made and lost and won and like laundered. So I definitely believe that, like, as much as like people say like wrestling is like faked or it's choreographed, all these other bullshit ass sports are too. But like the only money they're making off of like wrestling being promoted and like everybody knows what the outcome's gonna be, it's fake. It's like, I mean, like they still got like they're a $5 billion industry though. Only wrestling is fake and gay. Maybe boxing too. Well, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I don't know. It's hard to trust anything sports related or like big time media. There's too much money involved, bro. Way too much fucking money. Lol, like KT. I think the recent big game is definitely rigged. Here's the zebra.
Although he's as much a zebra as you are a lady animal wrangler.
You called it, KT.
Point, aren't you? It's an illusion, a trick of the eye.
WWE wrestling.
Hoodwink your audience?
Hoodwink our audiences?
I can take a punch.
Don't be so dreadfully literal.
Dude, check out the if you have Netflix,
Deception.
there's a new Ric Flair documentary that just came out. I finished watching it earlier. It's really good. Like, he dude asked him how do you punch someone and make it look real, like, you know, and without hurting them. And he said, I taped a string. Woo! I taped a string to my door frame, and I punched as hard as I could until it didn't move. And I was like, you know, like that's how he trained. Like, he just taped a piece of string and punched as hard as he could at the string until, like, his punches didn't even move the string, because he was coming so close, but not, you know, like, dude, like, I mean, that's kind of crazy, you know, like, and then you apply that to the wrestling itself, so he could haul off and look like he's hitting the fuck out of a dude, but, like, he's not even, like, touching him. Jet riding, profiling. Where's my hat at, bro? Okay, so we got dude's bullshit ass zebra. Your main horse is out of whistling range. It will be shown as you must get closer in order to call it. And that's the bottom line. 'Cause Stone Cold said so. And what else? The Rock. The Rock's actually came back. Like, he's in on the board of TKO with the dude that runs UFC. Dana White, or whatever the fuck his name is. Okay, look, we're just gonna go. I'm gonna go here. Micah Bell. Fuck Micah Bell, bro. I'm gonna go piss. Do you smell what KT is cooking? WWE just had a big event in Perth. In Perth, Australia. I have some friends that live in Perth, Australia, but... Okay, so... There you go. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go pee. I'd never cook that. I'm gonna go pee real fast, so I'll be right back. Just listen to Blood Meridian from 1985.
A place or two, and such a heady reek of the wet and bathless that they themselves would sally forth into the downpour now and again for fresh air before the rain drove them in again. He stood with others of his kind along the back wall. The only thing that might have distinguished him in that crowd was that he was not armed. Neighbors, said the Reverend, he couldn't stay out of these here hell holes right here in Nacogdoches. I said to him, you gonna take the Son of God in there with you? And he said, oh no, I ain't. And I said, don't you know that he said, I will follow you always, even unto the end of the road? Well, he said, I ain't asking nobody to go nowheres. And I said, neighbor, you don't need to ask. He's a-going to be there with ye every step of the way, whether ye ask it or ye don't. I said, neighbor, you can't get shed of him. Now, are you going to drag him into that hellhole yonder? You ever see such a place for rain? The kid had been watching the Reverend. He turned to the man who spoke. He wore long mustaches after the fashion of Teamsters, and he wore a wide-brim hat with a low, round crown. He was slightly wall-eyed, and he was watching the kid earnestly, as if he'd know his opinion about the rain. I just got here, said the kid. Well, it beats all I ever seen. The kid nodded. An enormous man, dressed in an oilcloth slicker, had entered the tent and removed his hat. He was bald as a stone. And he had no trace of beard. And he had no brows
What
to his
the
eyes,
fuck?
nor lashes to them.
What is going on, bro?
He was close on to 7 feet in height.
Oh
And he
my
stood
god.
smoking a cigar, even in...
That was fucked. Gotta drink to that. I'm flagellating right now. Damn it, bro. $150. What the fuck? They fucking set a trap for me or something, bro. Fucking bastards. Blood Meridian is my favorite book. Let me see. There's my... I want my hat. Thank you. Call me Judge Holden. Alright, so... I don't even know what happened, to be honest. You got great Bo Driscoll. Fucking bloody old Driscoll bastards. Oh shit.
this nomadic house of God. And he seemed to have removed his hat only to chase the rain from it, for now he put it on again.
It's too botchy rated Joe Booby. Let's not seek it.
There was no sound in the tent. All watched the man. He adjusted the hat and then pushed his way forward as far as the crate-board pulpit where the Reverend stood, and there he turned to address the Reverend's congregation.
Now listen to this,
His face was
bros.
serene and strangely childlike. His hands were small. He held them out. Ladies and gentlemen, I feel it my duty to inform you that the man holding this revival is an imposter. He holds no papers of divinity from any institution, recognized or improvised. He is altogether devoid of the least qualification to the office he has usurped, and has only committed to memory a few passages from the good book for the purpose of lending to his fraudulent sermons some faint flavor of the piety he despises.
Whoa.
In truth, the gentleman standing here before you, posing as a minister of the Lord, is not only totally illiterate, but is also wanted by the law in the states of Tennessee, Kentucky, Mississippi, and Arkansas. Oh, God, cried the Reverend. Lies, lies. He began reading feverishly from his open Bible.
I'm bringing Dan with me.
On a variety of charges, the most recent of which involved a girl of 11 years.
Oh,
I
no.
said 11, who had come to him in trust and whom he was surprised in the act of violating while actually clothed in the livery of his God. A moan swept through the crowd. A lady sank to her knees.
Oh, no.
This is him, cried the Reverend, sobbing. This is him, the devil. Here he stands. Let's hang the turd, called an ugly thug from the gallery to the rear.
Hang the turd.
Not 3 weeks before this, he was run out of Fort Smith, Arkansas, for having congress with a goat. Yes, lady, that is what I said. Goat. Well, damn my eyes if I won't shoot the son of a bitch.
This sounds
Said
like
a man
Shaggy's
rising at the
temple.
far side of the tent, and drawing a pistol from his boot, he leveled it and fired. The young teamster instantly produced a knife from his clothing and unseamed the tent and stepped outside into the rain. The kid followed. They ducked low and ran across the mud toward the hotel. Already, gunfire was general within the tent, and a dozen exits had been hacked through the cabin's walls.
No.
People were pouring out, women screaming, folk stumbling, folk trampling underfoot in the mud. The kid and his friend reached the hotel gallery and wiped the water from their eyes and turned to watch. As they did so, the tent began to sway and buckle. Like a huge and wounded Medusa, it slowly settled to the ground, trailing tattered canvas walls and ratty guy ropes
go fishing,
over the
bro?
ground.
Arthur, you going fishing?
The bald-headed man was already at the bar when they entered.
Driscoll.
Of course not.
On the polished wood before him were 2 hats and a double handful of
That's very
coins.
funny.
He raised his glass,
I
but
saved
not
your
to
life,
them.
and now you torture me. Oh.
They stood up to the...
Do you want to go fishing with me? I found an interesting spot. We'll do well.
I'm not a great fisherman.
But I am. I'll teach you something. We come?
Sure.
Yeah, just come on, let's go fishing so I can listen to this.
All right, then. Grab your horse and let's go.
I need to brush my horse. Tree That Better. Tree That Better is the name of our horse. The Glanton Gang 1. Golden Broom. Our resident only mod Golden Broom.
Eat this, boy.
Named the horse. I like to go fishing. Well, you can vicariously go fishing with me in Red Dead Redemption 2, which is not the only reason I know who the Pinkertons are, okay?
bar and ordered whiskeys, and the kid laid his money down, but the barman
Solomon's
pushed it back with his
Sunday.
thumb and nodded. Here's on the jet.
Dude, Shaggy said that
How do you know I ain't just
was
looking
telling
for a
Ralph
place to
about
drown you?
some Mormon massacre that the Mormons killed
You keep saying
all
that,
these
but I
Protestants,
saved your life every
settlers,
day I don't kill you. So we are
and he
more
said it
than
was the
even on that
Pinkertons.
front.
You know, the Pinkertons from Red Dead
You
Redemption
better
2,
believe I mean it.
making food progress. Yeah, bro, I need to feed the camp some. Like, they should be doing some hunting and shit too, but I mean, like, really it's all up to you to make this bullshit work. That's why there's gonna be like 1,000 episodes of this. Like, I didn't know what part to put on this. Because it's the longest running playlist I have. Oh. Hey, bro, look, you ran over a bird. Pick up. American white pelican. America! Fuck yeah! Got him. Alright. Stork, no! He just ran him over with his horse.
This is the place. Some beautiful smallmouth here.
Bass?
Sure.
Oh, I want to go out on a boat, bro. Okay. So, mount your horse. Why? KT couldn't knock the fluff off my cappuccino. I want to go dynamite fishing. Dynamite fishing, let's go! Is this the spot? Mount your horse. Bruh. I wanted to go fishing out in like a fucking rowboat or some shit, nigga. Like, you got me looking at a rock and shit. Like, what the fuck, bro? Why won't my horse move, man? KT did that before.
Time to go, boy.
Mount your horse, okay. Like, I'm on my horse. What now, bro? The fishing rod cannot be equipped here. Explosion make a pressure wave in the water and it kills like the whole lake at once. I tape washers to my quarter sticks. Bro, what am I supposed to even do?
Son of a bitch.
I'm about to kill this nigga, bro. It won't let me kill him. Fuck.
How you doing, boy?
Knock him out. Alright, bro. If he tells me to mount my horse again, Only got guppies and pickerel. Here we go. Let's go. Alright. That's what I wanted to do, bro.
Edge, he said. They drank. The teamster set his glass down and looked at the kid, or he seemed to. You couldn't be sure of his gaze. The kid looked down the bar to where the judge stood. The bar was that tall, not every man could even get his elbows up on it. But it came just to the judge's...
Bro, okay, so they described this bar, you know, like an old saloon bar, and like barely any of the men can even get their elbows up on it. But like the judge Holden, he has like 2 feet, where like he's like standing like 2 feet. You know, his torso is like 2 feet above the bar. So it's like, this dude is like otherworldly. He is like literally like a Nephilim. He's like a fucking giant ass dude, and he's completely hairless and pale. Oh shit.
Stood with his hand good. The bar was that tall, not every man could even get his elbows up on it. But it came just to the judge's waist. And he stood with his hands placed frontwise on the wood, leaning slightly, as if about to give another address.
Bait.
By now, men were piling through the doorway, bleeding, covered in mud, cursing.
Son of a
gathered
bitch.
about the judge. A posse was being drawn to pursue the preacher. Judge, how'd you come to have the goods on that no account? Goods? Said the judge. When was you at Fort Smith? Fort Smith? Where did you know him to know all that stuff on him? You mean the Reverend Green? Yes, sir. I reckon you was in Fort Smith before you come out here. I was never in Fort Smith in my life. Doubt that he was. They looked from one to the other. Well, where was it you run up on him? I never laid eyes on the man before today. Never even heard of him. He raised his glass and drank. There was a strange silence in the room. The men looked like mud effigies. Finally, someone began to laugh. Then another. Soon they were all laughing together. Someone bought the judge a drink. It had been raining for 16 days when he met Toadvine, and it was rainy yet. He was still standing in the same saloon, and he had drunk up all his money save $2. The teamster had gone. The room was all but empty. The door stood open, and you could see the rain falling in the empty lot.
Don't let the ATF find out.
He drained his glass and went out. There were boards laid across the mud, and he followed the paling band of doorlight down toward the backboard jakes at the bottom of the lot. Another man was coming up.
Let's go. We got a fish.
And they met halfway on the narrow planks. The man before
1 pound rock bass.
slightly. His wet hat brim fell
11 pound rock bass.
front where it was pinned back. He held a bottle loosely in one hand. You better get out of my way, he said.
It never gone years ago along with all my hearing.
Going to do that, and he saw no use in discussing.
Catch a guntfish. I heard Ghost is the last console gamer in existence. It's probably true, bro. It's like,
I'm gonna kill you.
Gamergate, bro.
And he swung again, and the kid stepped back. When the kid hit
Ghost
him,
of Atari
the man
players.
shattered the bottle against the side of his head. He went off the boards into the mud.
So there's just like some random ass fight that starts.
Bottleneck and tried to stick it in his eye. The kid was fending with his hands, and they were slick with blood. He kept trying to reach into his boot for his knife. Kill your ass.
Kill your ass.
They slogged about in the dark of the lot, coming out of their boots. The kid had his knife now, and they circled crabwise.
Ghost never felt the warm velvet of Steam gaming. Oh, bro, I actually need to get my computer fixed. I got my income tax refund. Because I paid my taxes. But, I need to get my computer fixed. The only game I've played on Steam is, like, Lord of the Rings Online, and it's free. And I played, Guild Wars 2 with 3-4.
Kill, slobbered the man, wading forward. But someone else was coming down the lot. Great, steady, sucking sounds like a cow. He was carrying a huge shillelagh.
Okay, see, like that description right there, I've never heard a cow making a sucking sound. Have you ever heard a cow make a sucking sound? I'm just joshing you, bro. Oh, nah, bro. I know, it's all good. Josh me all you want. Josh, these nuts! God.
He'd have died if someone hadn't turned him over. When he woke, it was daylight.
Did you see Josh Dinarania on Pod Awful? What? Hobbit Gang reunion show.
The man was saying something to him. What? Said the kid. I said, are you quits?
My cow sucks and blows.
Quits. Because if you want some more of me, you sure as hell gonna get it. He looked at the sky. Very high, very small, a buzzard. He looked at the man. Is my neck broke? He said.
3-4's Avo Mama's my cow? What?
Over the lot and spat.
That's not true. It's not true. You know it's not Avo Mom.
Get up? I don't know.
Whoa.
I never meant to break your neck.
13 ounce, not pound.
I meant to kill you.
I meant to kill you.
Nobody done it yet.
Bush Maori Mom. I call her 33. Try using cheese as bait. Shaggy the Rat Man loves cheese. Alright, let's go.
The kid looked about stiffly at the day. Where's my boots? He said. The man squinted at him. Flakes of dried mud fell from his face. I'm gonna have to kill some son of a bitch if they got my boots.
Oh!
Yonder looks like one of them.
The horse just took a big old shit, bro.
Labored off through the mud and fetched up one boot.
You gotta go, tree that better. I don't like to see it though, I'm not Valsh.
Is your knife? He said.
Chicken and egg sandwich.
Looks like it, he said. The kid pitched it to him, and he bent and picked it up and wiped the huge blade on his trouser leg.
What are you doing, Kyrian? Bitch ass, I've been fishing. You've been standing there.
The kid found his other boot and came and sat on the boards.
What?
His hands were huge with
what, Kyrian?
And he wiped one of them briefly at his
what, nigga?
And let it fall again. They sat there side by side.
I found a cheddar with jalapeno in it I really like.
There was a picket fence at the edge of the lot, and beyond the fence, a boy was drawing water at a well, and there were chickens in the yard there.
I'm leaving your fucking ass, Kyrian. Like, what do you even mean? You abandoned Kyrian. No, Kyrian abandoned me.
After a while, he came back and stepped off into the mud again and went around
God,
and
dude.
walk.
I guess that's a death, so I'll drink to that. Like ever.
His head was strangely narrow, and his hair was plastered up with mud in a bizarre and primitive coiffure.
Dude, no.
Were burned the letters HT, and lower,
yeah, they're dope.
The eyes, the letter F. And these
dude, that is so much bullshit. Like, what the fuck?
Had been left too long. When he turned to look at the kid could see that he had
Chauncey doxed my mom and my dad and stuff.
He stood up and sheathed the knife and started up the wall.
Chauncey, don't be doxed. don't dox moms and dads, bro. Leave the mothers out of it. That's what I tell everybody too, even with Warhammer. Like people go at Warhammer's mom. I'm like, bro, why are you going at his mom? I'm so hungry I could eat a skunk's pummel.
You couldn't tell what it was.
Nah, I don't think Chauncey would dox your mom
He
and
flapped it
dad,
about,
bro.
pulled it over his head, and went on. And the kid followed.
On that front.
Come on, you don't mean that.
The dram house was a long, narrow hall, wainscoted with varnished boards.
Not much
There were
further.
tables by the wall and spittoons on the floor. There were no patrons.
This is the place.
The barman looked up when they entered, and a nigger that had been sweeping the floor stood the broom against the wall. And
Okay. This is what happened last
"Where's
time.
Sidney?"
You didn't get off the fucking horse.
The store looks perfect.
In the bed, I reckon.
I'll dox your unborn grandchildren.
Goldvine called the barman.
Don't do it!
The barman had come from behind the bar and was looking after them. They crossed from the door.
I finished a robot mini and a Hetsu tank mini. Let's go!
Forms of mud behind them on the floor. As they started up the stairs, the clerk at the desk leaned and called.
Dude, and 3-4, you like, not 3-4. KT, you like print them, right?
He'll shoot you. Old Sidney.
Print your own, like, stuff out, and then, paint it.
The stairs. At the top of the landing was a long hall with a window light.
Nice.
There were varnished
Fish along
doors
the
down
beach.
walls, set so close they might have been closets. Toadvine went on until he came to the end of the hall. He listened at the last door, and he eyed the kid.
Painting dioramas, buddy.
The kid searched his pockets and came up with a crushed and stained wooden box. The man took it from him. "Need a little tinder here," he said. He was crumbling the box and stacking the bits.
I get some of the official stuff too, but the ones I just painted with, they turned out nice. Bro, that's awesome. I'm glad for you, bro. This is worse than when Euros's docs Chauncey's 3 kids. I hate you 3-4, I'm hungry now.
A dark curl of smoke rose. The blue flame.
Oh, yeah, Euros shouldn't have doxed Chauncey's kids. I dropped my phone.
Thin flames began to run up
I
over
can't
the
eat
panels
until
and dark
breakfast.
back again. The watchers looked like forms excavated from a bog. "Tap on the door now," said Toadvine.
Whoa.
The kid rose. Toadvine stood up and waited.
L2 to
They could
grip
hear
the
the
rod.
flames crackling inside the room. The kid tapped.
Drink water, Chauncey.
"You better tap louder than that. This man drinks some." He bawled
My
his
kids
fist
had it coming.
and lambasted the
It's
floor
tricked
about
your
5
brain.
times. "Hellfire," said a voice. "Here he comes." They waited.
KT, I'm drinking
"You
coffee.
son of a bitch," said the voice. And the knob turned and the door opened. He stood in his underwear,
What the hell?
holding in one hand the towel he'd used to turn the doorknob with. When he saw them, he turned and started back into the room. But
Bro, what the fuck?
Why don't you get the hell out of here before we hook that maggot of yours and see what really bites?
Well, aren't you just perfect charmers? Good day to you, then.
Let's try our luck somewhere else. I know another spot where
Sus.
won't be interrupted.
That guy scared the fish.
For the drowning.
Very funny.
Bro, I'm gonna get this cast. Oh, what the hell? Okay. Whatever.
Vine seized him about the neck and rode him to the floor and held him by the hair and began to pry out an eyeball with his thumb. The man grabbed his wrist and bit it.
Where is the cane?
"Kick his mouth in," called Toadvine. "Kick it." The kid stepped past them into the room and turned and kicked the man in the face. Toadvine held his head back by the hair. "Kick him," he called. "Oh, kick him, honey." He kicked. Toadvine pulled the bloody head around and looked at it and let it flop to the floor. And he rose and kicked the man himself. 2 spectators were standing in the hallway. The door was completely afire, and part of the wall and ceiling. They went out and down the hall. The clerk was coming up the steps 2 at a time. "Toadvine, you son of a bitch," he said. Toadvine was 4 steps
Legendary
above him,
fish
and when he
location.
kicked him, he caught him in the throat. The clerk sat down on the stairs.
Blood
The
Meridian's
kid came
based on
past,
true
he hit him on
events.
the side of the head, and the clerk slumped over and began to slide toward the landing. The kid stepped over him and went
I
down to
like
the
the
lobby
kid,
and
bro.
crossed the front door and out.
He's like kind of,
Toadvine
I
was
mean,
running down the street,
I think it's
waving
better
his
than
hands above his
Dune.
head
I haven't even
crazily
read
and laughing.
Dune, but
It looked like a great clay voodoo doll
it
made
just
hand
seems
of it,
too
and the
pretentious,
kid
bro.
looked like another.
Fuck Dune, alright?
Behind them,
Colton
flames
hated
were licking
Dune.
at the top corner of the hotel, and clouds of dark smoke rose into the warm Texas morning. He left the mule with a Mexican family that boarded animals at the edge of town,
Bro.
and he arrived there wild-looking and out of breath. The woman opened the door and looked at him. "I need to get my mule," he wheezed. She looked at him some more, and she called toward the back of the house.
All greasy scalps
He
look
walked
the
around.
same.
There were horses tethered in the lot, and there was a flatbed wagon
Oh, I
against
gotta
the
go over
fence with
here.
some turkeys sitting on the edge looking
Bullshit.
out. The old lady had come to the back door. "Nito," she called. "Venga, hay un caballero aquí. Venga."
Oh, damn.
He went down the shed to the tack room and got his wretched saddle and his blanket roll and brought them back. He found the mule and unstalled it and bridled it with the rawhide hackamore and led it to the fence. He leaned against the animal with his shoulder and got the saddle over it and got it cinched, the mule starting and shying and running its head along the fence. He led it across the lot.
Going from town to town
The mule
killing.
kept shaking its head sideways as if it had something in its ear. He led it out to the road. As he passed the house, the woman came padding out after him.
I was gonna say some races, but I can't decide if Indians or Mexicans are worse.
He swung up into
Indians
the
are
broken
worse, though.
saddle and chucked the mule forward. She stopped at the gate and watched him go. He didn't look back. When he passed back through the town,
Oh, son of a bitch, dude. They're talking and bullshit.
Well, just think now you'll never be alone again.
Oh, didn't set the fucking hook, bros. See if you took my fucking bait. Did you take my bait? Yeah, fucking bastard. I just want to do like a short cast. I went out last week and got my niece some Pokemon cards. Let's go. For those who fight everyone.
the hotel was burning, and men were standing around watching it, some holding empty buckets. A few men sat
He's gonna be
horseback
happy.
watching the
Let's
flames.
go, proud
And one
Uncle
of these
Lee.
was the judge. As the kid rode past, the judge turned and watched him. He turned the horse, as if he'd have the
The water
animal watched
moccasin
too.
or something on the water. Snake right
When the
there.
kid looked back, the judge
Goldie
smiled.
on the water.
The kid touched up the mule, and they went sucking out past the old stone
There's a
fort
snake in my
along the
boot.
road west.
Well, no, do we have to get the one that jumped out of the water? 4 pounds, 7 pounds,
Across the
wiping
prairie,
off the ass.
a
Let's keep
hermit,
this motherfucker.
a nigger's heart.
Oh!
A stormy night, chapter 2.
Okay, so this is chapter 2. Goldie exposed. I'm gonna do one more cast, and I'm gonna go piss and like smoke real fast. But I'll keep the book going. Base. Alright, bro. Yeah, like this is when I was like, damn, this is really good shit. Like it's probably better than Game of Thrones. Queering. It's probably better than Game of Thrones. It's probably better than Dune. You know, like for real. But alright, hold on. So, like I said, it's telling you what's going to happen in Chapter 2. All these things that are about to be listed out in chronological order is what's going to happen in this whole chapter. So, here we go.
Across the prairie.
I ain't so bad.
It is. I love Blood Meridian.
Chapter 2. Across the prairie, a hermit, a nigger's heart. A stormy night. Westward again. Cattle drovers. Their kindness. On the trail again. The dead cart. San Antonio de Bear. A Mexican cantina. Another fight. The abandoned church. The dead in the sacristy. At the ford. Bathing in the river.
KT is woke on Women King.
Now come days of begging. Days of theft.
This ain't the fish.
Days of riding where there rode no soul save he. He's left behind the pinewood country, and the evening sun declines before him beyond an endless swale, and dark falls here like a thunderclap, and a cold wind sets the weeds.
I'll cook Gates's nigger.
The night sky lies so sprint with stars that there is scarcely space of blue at all, and they fall.
It's not at Django levels yet.
Arcs.
It's what the KT? It's gonna get there.
From off the King's Road for fear of citizenry. The little prairie
wolves
cry all night.
Start getting loud. Chauncey just donated to him. I don't think so.
The hobbled mule stands over him and watches the east for light. The sun that rises is the color of steel. His mounted shadow falls for miles before him. He wears on his head a hat he's made from leaves.
There's the big ass fish right there.
Cracked in the sun, and he looks like a raggedy man wandered from some
Judge Holden makes gunpowder out of urine to fight the Indians.
Come evening, he tracks a spire of smoke rising oblique from among the low hills.
Sulfur and
before
brimstone
dark, he hails
from
up
like
at
hell.
the doorway of an old anchorite, nested away in the sod like a ground sloth. Solitary, half mad, his eyes
4-pound large mouth bass. Look at that. Look at that, bro.
But a ponderable body for that.
Big old fish there.
He watched wordless while the kid eased down stiffly from the mule.
That was a good cast.
The wind was blowing, and his rags flapped about him. "Seen ye smoke," said the kid. "That you might spare a man a sup of water." The old hermit scratched in his filthy hair and looked at the ground.
See what Cornbait gets this.
He entered the hut, and the kid followed. Inside, darkness and a smell of earth.
Too far.
A small fire burned on the dirt floor, and the only
Judge
furnishings
Holden
were
was
a pile of hides in one
for all
corner.
the gay rape.
The old man shuffled through the gloom, his head bent clear of the low ceiling of woven
I think he's
limbs
the devil,
and mud.
bro.
He pointed down to where a bucket stood in the dirt. The kid bent and took up the gourd floating there and dipped and drank.
I like the scenes of like the Indians, like the interactions with the Indians. How like that food goes down multiple times.
The old man began to beat his palm with one fist and dart his eyes about. Be proud to fetch
I'm gonna go piss after this fish.
Tell me where it's at. What do you aim to water him with? The kid looked at the bucket and he looked around in the dim hut.
This little bitch ass fish.
"I ain't drinking after no mule," said the hermit. "Have you not got no old bucket or nothing?"
Captain Glamorous goat,
cried the hermit. "No, I ain't." He was clapping the heels of his clenched fists together at his
4
chest.
pound 1 ounce.
The kid rose
How big was the other one? 4 pounds.
"I'll find
the last
something,"
one.
he said.
Alright, I'll keep that one.
"Where's the well at?"
Chauncey just donated $500 for Shaggy.
It's nice
Blue face, wide eyes, guppy ass face laugh.
Follow your feet.
There is an Atari game called Custer's Revenge where you grape.
He stepped out into the wind and looked about for the mule, but the mule wasn't there. Far to the south, lightning flared soundlessly. He went up the path among the thrashing weeds and found the mule standing at the well. A hole in the sand with rocks piled about it. A piece of dry hide for a cover and a stone to weight it
There's
down.
a legendary fish. There's a
There
kingfish
was a
here.
rawhide bucket
You
with a
can't
rawhide
tell. There's
bale
a
and
big
a rope
old
of greasy leather. The bucket had a rock
catch
tied to the bale
200-pound
to help
grunt
it
fish.
tip and
Full
fill,
tactical
and he
combos like
lowered it until
Oregon
the
Trails.
rope in his hand went slack while the mule watched over his shoulder. He drew up 3 bucketfuls.
Fuck Micah. I ain't
and
gonna
held them
help
so the
Micah
mule
for
wouldn't
shit
spill them.
first.
And then he put the cover back over the well and led the mule back down the path to the hut.
I'm gonna go piss.
Thank you for the water, he called.
And leave you with blood
The hermit
meridian.
appeared darkly in the door.
Hold up.
Just stay with me, he said. That's all right. Best stay. It's fixing to storm.
I only pay pig
You reckon?
for Athe.
I reckon, and I reckon right. Well, bring your bed. Bring your possibles. He unsinged and threw down the saddle and hobbled the mule foreleg to rear and took his bedroll in. There was no light save the fire, and the old man was squatting by it tailor-wise.
Do I still have my stork on here?
Anywhere,
Oh, bro. KT.
Where's your saddle at?
My stork is
The
gone.
kid gestured with his chin.
Whenever it glitched
Don't
out,
leave it
I
out yonder,
lost
some
the
lead it.
fucking stork.
This is a hungry country.
Whatever, I got this fucking
He went out
retarded
and ran
turkey
into the
over here.
mule in the dark. It had been standing looking in at the fire. Get away, fool, he said. He took up the saddle and went
Steroids
back
and
in.
Viagra.
Now pull that door to before we blow away, said the old
Is
man.
that the
The door was
Quiros
a mass of
MC
planks on leather hinges. He
plan
dragged it across the dirt and fastened it by its leather
for a
latch.
3/4 mum bum?
I take it you lost your way, said the hermit.
Alright, I'm gonna go piss.
I went right to it. He waved quickly with
Hopefully I
his hand
don't
at the
get
old
fucking
man.
mobbed
No,
again
no,
my
he said.
fucking
I mean, he was
O'Driscolls or
lost
whatever
to
the
come
fuck.
here. Was there a sandstorm? Did you drift off the road in the night? Did thieves beset you? The kid pondered this. Yes, he said. We got off the road some ways or another. Knowed you did. How long have you been out here? Out where? The kid was sitting on his blanket roll across the fire from the old man. Here, he said, in this place. The old man didn't answer. He turned his head suddenly aside and seized his nose between his thumb and forefinger and blew twin strings of snot onto the floor and wiped his fingers on the seam of his jeans. I come from Mississippi. I was a slaver. Don't care to tell it. Made good money. I never did get caught. Just got sick of it. Sick of niggers. Wait till I show you something. He turned and rummaged among the hides and handed through the flames a small, dark thing. The kid turned it in his hand. Some man's heart, dried and blackened. He passed it back, and the old man cradled it in his palm as if he'd weigh it. There's 4 things that can destroy the earth, he said. Women, whiskey, money, and niggers. They sat in silence. The wind moaned in the section of stovepipe that was run through the roof above them to quit the place of smoke. After a while, the old man put the heart away. That thing cost me $200, he said. You give $200 for it? I did. For that was the price they put on the black son of a bitch it hung inside of. He stirred about in the corner and came up with an old dark brass kettle, lifted the cover and poked inside with one finger. The remains of one of the lank prairie hares interred in cold grease and furred with a light blue mold. He clamped the lid back on the kettle and set it in the flames. Ain't much, but we'll go shares, he said. I thank you. Lost
Alright,
away in the dark.
good part,
said the
let's
old
come
man.
on.
He stirred the fire, standing slender tusks of bone on top of the ashes.
About to get to Django levels there, KT.
The old man swung his head back and forth. The way of the transgressor is hard. God made this world, but he didn't make
Shaggy
this
docks
stupid,
his
did he?
only donator bells nevermore.
And I don't believe he much had me in mind. Aye, said the old man.
Bells
Where does a man come by
gang,
his
let's
notions?
go!
What worlds he seen that he liked better?
Bells is honorary forwards game. We don't agree with the paganism, but
Can you make
we
it
don't
be?
hate bells, OB.
It's a mystery. A man's at odds to know his mind, because his mind is aught he has to know it with.
The
He
only
can know his
person that
heart,
would
but
donate.
he don't want to. Rightly so.
Good evening, Arthur.
Best not to look in there.
You give this nigga
It
some
ain't the heart
fish.
of a creature that is bound in the way that God has set for it. You can find meanness in the least of creatures. But when God made man,
Do
the
you
devil
think you
was
know
at his
anything
elbow.
about magic, Chauncey?
A creature that can do anything. Make a machine.
Bells
And a
one,
machine to
let's
make a machine.
go.
An evil that can run itself 1,000 years. No need to tend it.
Man
You believe
is
that?
the ultimate weapon.
I don't know. Believe that.
We're gonna run out of meat here soon if we're not careful.
When the old man's mess was warmed, he doled it out and they ate in silence. Thunder was moving north, and before long it was booming
He's a
overhead
turkey, bro.
and starting bits of rust and a thin trickle down the stovepipe. They hunkered over their plates and wiped the grease up with their fingers.
Even all that
and
food I
drank from the
donated,
gourd.
it still ain't
The
helping
kid
shit.
went out and scoured his cup and plate in the sand, and came back banging the tins together as if to fend away some dry gulch phantom out there in the dark. Distant thunderheads reared, quivering against the electric sky, and were sucked away in the blackness again. The old man sat with
I
one ear caught to
disavow.
the howling waste without.
I modded super mods and not secret servers. I thought that was
Don't have no
Euro
backing
stuff.
with you, do you? No, I ain't, said the kid.
Go to sleep. Sleep till the morning.
You reckon it'll rain?
You groom the groomers?
Likely it won't. The kid watched the fire. Already he was nodding.
Bully the
Finally, he
bullies.
raised up and shook his head. The hermit watched him over the dying flames. Just go on, fix your bed, he said. He did, spreading his blankets on the packed mud and pulling off his stinking boots. The flue pipe moaned, and he heard the mule stamp and snuffle outside, and in his sleep he struggled and muttered like a...
Oh shit. Dropped my fucking phone.
Sometime in the night, with the hut in almost total darkness, stamp and snuffle. He did, spreading his blankets on the packed mud and pulling off his stinking boots. The flue pipe moaned, and he heard the mule stamp and snuffle outside, and in his sleep he struggled and muttered like a dreaming dog.
Pomade.
He
Gotta
woke
put the
sometime
pomade in
in
the
the
hair,
night
boys.
with the hut in almost total darkness, and the hermit bent over him and all but in his bed. What do you want? He said. But the hermit crawled away, and in the morning when he woke, the hut was empty, and he got his things and left. All that day he watched to the north a thin line of dust. It seemed not to move at all, and it was late evening before he could see that it was headed his way. He passed through a forest of live oak, and he watered at a stream and moved on.
I can't remember how to play
in a
dominoes,
fireless
so...
camp. Birds woke him where he lay in a dry and dusty wood.
Good morning.
By noon he was on the prairie again, and the dust of the north was stretched out along the edge of the earth. By evening, the first of a drove of cattle came into view, rangy, vicious beasts with enormous horn spreads. That night he sat on the herder's camp and ate beans and pilot bread and heard of life on the trail. They were coming down from Abilene, 40 days out, headed for the markets in Louisiana, followed by packs of wolves, coyotes, Indians. Cattle groaned about them for miles in the dark. They asked them no questions, a ragged lot themselves. Crossbreed, some, free niggers, an Indian or two.
Mary Beth.
I had my outfit stole, he said. They nodded in the firelight. They got everything I had.
Karen?
I ain't even got a knife. You might could sign on with us. We lost 2 men, turned back to go to California.
California.
I'm headed yon way. I guess you might be going to California your own self. I might. I ain't decided. Them boys was with us, fell in with a bunch from Arkansas. They was headed down for Bear. Gonna pull for Mexico in the west. I bet them old boys is in Bear drinking their brains out. I bet old Lonnie's done topped every hole in
Micah.
town.
Oh, fuck Micah.
How far is it to Bear? It's about 2 days. It's further than that. More like 4, I'd say. How would a man go if he had a mind to? You got straight south. You ought to hit the road about half a day. You going to Bear? I might do.
Lenny!
You see old Lonnie down there, you tell him to get a piece for me. Tell him old Oren. He'll buy you a drink if he ain't blowed all his money, huh? In the morning, they ate flapjacks with molasses.
Alright. Let me check on the stream real fast. Go see what chat's doing. Stream's still good. PPP poops in the tub for a kiddie pool. Wearing a robe because clothes no longer fit. Dude, you know PPP was the wrestler Mass Transit? Check out Mass Transit. His gimmick was he was like a subway conductor. Groomed right into the gas chambers. Let's go. He groomed the groomers. I wish I had Elvis hair. A pompadour. PPP in Worski's place must smell like sharks and dried coon. Pomade, my pompadour. PPP poops in a kiddie pool. Just cleaned up after dinner. Let's go. Coke or fat? How about that? Clean up your act. 3-4. I'll have to look up Blood Meridian. It seems epic. It is. It's pretty good, bro. I think True Master Bob said that it might be written by the same guy that wrote No Country for Old Men.
Why? Well, I know you think I'm just some effete buffoon.
What?
A man of words and not of action. Hardly a man at all.
Well, I think you're as slippery as an eel in an oil slick, but still a man.
Because I think
I'm going for my Yellowstone look.
Have you ever robbed a stagecoach?
No, never. Who would have even thought? Of course I robbed a goddamn stagecoach. You know I have.
And what's the problem with stagecoaches?
Young men attempting to put a bullet in your head.
Not quite. The odds. I mean, is it worth the robbing?
Sometimes.
I know. But, well, if you'd like to come with me...
Gotta keep it high and tight with the pomade, pompadour.
He's going to give you all the decent, robbable stagecoaches a hot-blooded degenerate could require.
Well, I could require a whole lot. So where do we find this friend of yours?
Roads.
Because what
Roads.
can possibly go wrong there?
Well, lead the way and we'll find out.
Holy shit, okay. So we gotta go all the way to Rhodes.
You sure seem to have got about around here.
You know me. I like to make friends in low places.
How the hell you end up down here anyway?
I could ask the same of you. I have a few commitments over this way. Some expenses to meet.
Wait, this isn't the way to Rhodes.
Shut up, faggot.
Expenses? What expenses? Gentlemen's canes and rabbits to pull out of hats?
Among other things, I had quite a nice little business going for a while. Shares in a gold mining company. Excellent returns.
Dude, in Red Dead Redemption 1, just like the general store manager says to you when you go in to just buy stuff, he's like, yeah, that railroad is all it's just a cover for the Jews to control everything. Like, whoa, let's go.
You know, you boys should really watch yourselves with those two families. This is a small town. People talk. I tried to mention it to Isaiah, but you know how he is. Anyway, while they're off chasing their pot of Confederate gold hidden at the end of some rainbow, let me present you with something real.
What hit me?
Where exactly are we going?
The train station. The clerk there, Alden, is quite a fellow.
Alden, almost like
About
Holden,
the comings and goings
but
of
not.
coaches round these parts.
Ah, I see.
You cannot use weapons or cause trouble in roads when you're acting as a deputy for Sheriff Gray.
We can hitch up outside. I'll make the introductions, Arthur.
Whatever. You fig.
Real good, boy. Come on. Hang back a bit and let me do the talking. We don't want to scare him off.
And I have beat this game before, but like this whole playthrough, this whole playlist is in first person.
Hello, Alden.
Hello, Josiah. How have you been?
Dandy. And you, friend?
Like I said, times are tough. My missus is a bad woman. Terrible woman.
They often are. But how's work, Alden?
Terrible. Wages got cut again. They reckon they just invented a new horseless carriage will be the end of us.
They've been saying that nonsense since they invented the wheel. The wickedness of bonkers.
Morning to you.
Fine day to you.
Churchman is no man at all, Alden. No man at all. My friend Arthur here has a present for you.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I caught some reprobate shambling around mine myself.
Here.
Ain't you kind, sir?
Call him Arthur.
Oh yeah,
He's
thank you,
one of
sir.
us, a fellow
Yeah.
man of distinction.
Okay, well, this is perfect timing. I think you'll like this one, Josiah. It'll be coming south down the river road through Siltwater Strand.
Thank you, Alden. Thank you
He
very
looks
much.
like Shaggy.
Oh, and Josiah, if you or Arthur are ever out Strawberry Way, ask for my colleague there, a fella called Hector. He's also one of the, what did you call us again?
Discouraged men, Alden.
That's it, discouraged men. I like that.
Well, goodbye, Alden, or should I
Goodbye.
say adieu?
Oh,
You are the
adieu,
weakest link.
Josiah. Hello.
You are the weakest link, sir.
I
Goodbye.
thought you might like to see that pantomime.
River Road through Siltwater Strand, he said.
Okay. I think I know a good spot to
The
wait.
official symbol of WrestleMania double XLLX. Oh, it's WrestleMania everywhere. It's WrestleMania 2024. Let's go. It's gonna be in Philadelphia. And it's like WrestleMania 40, so it's like WrestleMania LX. So
Okay,
Mount
fella.
up, then. Let's go. What did I tell you? Simple as can be. Seems a lot of the station
yummy.
workers are in on it these days.
I've been eating PB&J sandwiches, peanut butter and jelly with a baseball bat. Ugh.
Like he said, there.
Sim, bedtime. I'm just waking up. Night, bud. Night, Casey. Thanks for coming by, bro.
About going back to Strawberry.
I'm glad that I could put you right out. Hope you go to bed there, pal. Hope you go to sleep. Go to Christ, bro. I don't know how long I've been going.
At death, of course.
We're hoping to be long gone before
We have fun here. We have fun here with Ghost Game LLC. I've been going for 2 hours and 4 minutes. What the fuck? Probably an hour of that was me fucking with the donkey zebra.
Here we are. This is the spot.
Okay. This is where we're gonna ambush them.
Okay. This should do.
Sure. Here.
Best chat on YouTube, it's true. I'm still here. Okay. I'm not dead! Oh, you'll be stone dead in a minute. I'm fine.
And you can scurry around, open the strong box, and relieve them of their goodies.
I'm getting my second win. I feel happy. I feel happy.
And I can do this silently?
Well, I'm hoping complete silence.
Oh, he's out. He's done.
But you're going to wish you had your earplugs. Oh, very good, Alden. Very good. Of course, if anything goes wrong, you can wave your guns around like you normally do. Hold tight. They'll be here soon. There it is. Right on time. Let's go.
Okay.
Distance so they don't see you. And please leave that gun in its holster for once.
It's probably gonna break down into a gunfight anyway. But I'll let your slick ass fucking weirdo bitch fucking guy, dude.
You hang back. Don't let them spot you or you'll scupper the whole thing.
Trail the stagecoach. Okay. So if we're just trailing, I was just checking on the stream health, you know. I'll go back to Blood Meridian Part 1. I think that it's starting a new chapter.
But moved on.
Or maybe we're like already in like chapter 4.
In the morning they ate flapjacks with molasses, and the herders saddled up and moved on. In the morning they ate... Tell him old Orrin. He'll buy you a drink if he ain't blowed all his money, eh? In the morning they ate flapjacks with molasses, and the herders saddled up and moved on. When he found his mule, there was a small fiber bag tied to the animal's rope, and inside the bag there was a cup full of dried beans and some peppers and an old Green River knife with a handle made of string. He saddled up the mule's back galled and balding, the hooves cracked, the ribs like fish bones. They hobbled on across the endless plain. He came upon Bear in the evening of the 4th day, and he sat the tattered mule on a low rise and looked down at the town. The quiet adobe houses, the line of green oaks and cottonwoods that marked the course of the river. The plaza filled with wagons with their Osnaburg covers, and the whitewashed public buildings, and the Moorish church dome rising from the trees, and the garrison, and the tall stone powder house in the distance. The light breeze stirred the fronds of his hat.
Keep saying the N-word loser, can't stream for
his
a
eyes
week.
lay dark
First
and
3
tunneled,
food
and a
ones
caved and
done.
haunted face, and a foul stench rose from the wells of his boot tops. The sun was just down, and to the west lay reefs of blood-red clouds, up out of which rose little desert nighthawks, like fugitives from some great fire at the earth's end. He spat a dry, white spit and clumped the cracked wooden stirrups against the mule's ribs, and they staggered into motion again. He went down a narrow, sandy road, and as he went, he met a dead cart bound out with a load of corpses. A small bell tolling the way, and a lantern swinging from the gate. 3 men sat on the box, not unlike the dead themselves, or spirit folk, so white they were with lime,
Ghosts?
nearly phosphorescent in the dusk.
What the?
A pair of horses drew the cart, and they went on up the road in a faint miasma of carbolic and passed from sight. He turned and watched them go. The naked feet of the dead jostled stiffly from side to side.
Naked feet of the dead, wow.
It was dark when he entered the town, attended
Bells
by barking
won.
dogs, faces parting the curtains in the lamp-lit windows. The light clatter of the mules' hooves echoing in the little empty streets.
Go-to
The
Toronto.
mules sniffed the air and swung down an alleyway into a square where there stood in the starlight a well, a trough, a hitching rail. The kid eased himself down and took the bucket from the stone coping.
Well done.
It was easy. You did all the work.
Teamwork, my dear boy. Teamwork.
Here you go.
Thank you. Oh, jolly good. Go see Alden from time
The
to time.
Trooners.
See you soon.
Troonus. River Troonus. Weapons forbidden. What? Weapons are forbidden? Margaret's are somewhere around here. Grossly is somewhere around here, bro. I don't know where he is. Oh, I think I see him. No, that's just a fucking stump. I thought this was old Uncle Grossly, and it was just a fucking stump. How about that? Good night. I backtraced at 3-4. I'm off to a food coma nap. Have a good one. Have a good one, bro. Sleep well. Sleep well, Prince. King him in there. King him in there, 3-4. Alright, so I gotta go help this piece of shit, Micah Bell. Blessed are the peacemakers. Micah needs to speak with me. This fucking traitor-ass snake, lying fucking piece of shit, needs to speak with me. Oh, he needs to talk with me. He needs to tell me how it's gonna go, huh? Okay, bud. Let's go see what Micah has to say. Oh, there's fucking Grossly. Fuck, we found Grossly. It's over.
Hey, mister.
Oh.
Miss.
Howdy, mister.
Did you lose a tiger?
Yeah, you found one?
Nah, I found your caravan down the way. Margaret said that you might need a hand.
Oh, you weren't wrong. That tiger's missing. I sent our best lion out to find it.
Smash your pass, chat. Smash your pass.
Missing too. It is a right old predicament.
You're lying from Timbuktu, weren't you?
From Valentine, I think. He might be more of a kind of dog than a lion, but in a certain light, a feller could never tell.
Of course. Which way to go?
Into them shrubs over there.
Okay. Why don't you hop up on the wagon and I'll see if I can find his track.
Okay.
Do I have to go do this?
That's where I lost sight of him.
I got it.
Find the trail. Best chat on YouTube. Let's see if we can find this dog real fast, I guess.
Got the trail. These are paw prints. Looks like blood to me. Shit. And what's this? Found your dog. Ex-dog, ex-lion.
Hey, boy. Oh, rest of them?
I think a cougar took him.
That'd be Stripey. And I always thought they got along.
Your tiger is a wild cat?
Uh-huh.
What else? You still need it back?
Oh, yes, sir. She's our star attraction.
Well, let's hope it wants the other half of its dinner.
The other half?
Put the dog in the wagon.
I'm gonna put him in your wagon. You find somewhere to hide.
Oh. Well, behind that log there.
Okay. Rubs up.
Wait beside the animal handler. Okay.
Come quick. I went out to find a tiger.
Cougar, you mean?
And I end up losing a lion.
Yeah, dog.
Ain't having any luck.
Well, if that's what you're dealing with, you didn't have any luck to begin with. Cougars and dogs.
Hey, it ain't what you got in this life. It's what you make of it.
Well, that's very wise of you. Especially when you're lacking zebras and tigers. Wait, keep your head down. It's coming.
Look, I really don't think she'll eat the dog. Like I said, they was friends.
Shut it.
Oh, I guess she's real hungry.
She's feral. I'm locking her in. Let's go.
We got her. Okay.
Oh, I hate driving, man.
Sure thing.
Let's get her back to Mr. Margaret. She's still eating. I would have thought, since they was close and all.
Well, wild creatures turn on each other. Seeming friendly one minute, dinner the next. Viciousness comes easy.
The state of the sector. That's basically like the sector itself.
Is that right?
No, not really. Hey, I realize I ain't properly introduced myself.
Sally Nash.
Arthur Morgan.
Nice to meet you, sir.
KT, like, I'm still subbed to a lot of sector people. I just don't watch them because they're fucking gay.
Guess it's always been my inclination, you know? Wild beasts and the like. I met Mr. Margaret, we got to talking, and you can probably tell in this field he's the ace of spades.
Not the queen.
The card, all right.
It's my modest hope, one day, to be the world's second bravest woman animal wrangler.
I'd say you got that sewn up and then some.
You think? I hope so. Top 5 at least. Depends on how many more fellers throw their hat in the ring.
Maybe one of these
Base
days,
Meridian.
best female for the job will
Blood
actually
Marines will
be
fix that 3-4. Trailblazer lol 3-4. Easy smash. Cringely smash. Trueness? Yeah, bro. Trueness was
You know, the only thing to do in a dust storm is wait it out.
Mr. Margaret's a lot of things. Best female navigator.
PvP and Surfer got people to send in submissions of Gahul's sister brother Troon, and actually submitted one, but like mine didn't win. Trueness won. Trueness.
Some of them at least.
Thanks to you.
The apocalypse of the sector was predicted with Trueness.
If you ever want to get in the sideshow business, I'm sure there'd be a place for a fellow like you.
I'll leave the professional
Sideshow business? Why? Because my dick is so big. Here we go. Here's Margot. Here's Grossly. Here's old Uncle Barry.
I see you found each other.
Sure
British
did, Mr.
fucker.
Margaret.
Jolly good, jolly good.
You know, tarring and feathering a donkey is one thing.
I beg your pardon? It's grease paint, makeup.
But Playing dolls dressed up with a wild animal, you're gonna want to be a lot more careful.
Strappy ate King, Mr. Margaret. I saw her do it.
I always thought they got along.
Oh, she liked him just fine. She licked her chops and asked for seconds. Hey, speaking of which, you got any more word on that runaway lion, or are you gonna pay me for these misfits?
Look, I'm well aware that we're not Royal Command performance material. Daddy, you were right, goddamn you! But a cow barn in Rhodes is hardly Drury Bloody Lane.
You got any word on the lion?
Yes, I've got word on the lion. Shit is the word. Someone saw him near Emerald Ranch. As you know, we're lately very short on lions. So, I'd be very grateful. All kinds of grateful.
There's only one kind of grateful I care about.
So long, mister.
Be a dear and fix me a gin.
Alright. I'm gonna go grab a beer, and, we're gonna listen to some more Blood Meridian on Tree That Better. Let's show love and affection.
Easy, boy.
Blush.
Yeah, that's better, boy.
Study what? Cougar? Cougar. Hold for details. Let's see what it is. Cougars are native to the states of New Austin west of Elizabeth, and the easiest way to take down a cougar of this size is by either using a bow with poison arrows or a rifle. Their fangs can be used for crafting, and their meat can be used for food. Okay, cool. Whoopity fucking do. Woo! Alright. Trying to, take care of my horse right now.
There, boy.
Tree That Better.
Yeah, nearly done, boy.
Alright. Blood Meridian continued. I'm gonna do this Micah mission, and then I'm gonna end it. That's why I'm gonna go get a beer, because I don't know. This Micah mission shouldn't take too long, but... Alright, I'm gonna go get a beer. I gotta get going.
And lowered it into the well. The light splash echoed. He drew the bucket, water dripping in the dark. He dipped the gourd and drank, and the mule nuzzled his elbow. When he'd done, he set the bucket in the street and sat on the coping of the well and watched the mule drink from the bucket. He went on through the town, leading the animal. There was no one about. By and by, he entered a plaza, and he could hear guitars and a horn. At the far end of the square, there were lights from a cafe, and laughter, and high-pitched cries. He led the mule into the square and up the far side past a long portico toward the lights. There was a team of dancers in the street, and they wore gaudy costumes and called out in Spanish. He and the mule stood at the edge of the lights and watched. Old men sat along the tavern wall, and children played in the dust. They wore strange costumes, all. The men in dark, flat-crowned hats, white nightshirts, trousers that buttoned up the outside leg. And the girls with garish painted faces and tortoiseshell combs in their blue-black hair. The kid crossed the street with the mule and tied it and entered the cafe. A number of men were standing at the bar, and they quit talking when he entered. He crossed the polished clay floor past a sleeping dog that opened one eye and looked at him. and he stood at the bar and placed both hands on the tiles. The barman nodded to him. "Dígame," he said. "I ain't got no money, but I need a drink. I'll fetch out the slops or mop the floor or whatever." The barman looked across the room to where two men were playing dominoes at a table. "Abuelito," he said. The older of the two raised his head. "¿Qué dice el muchacho?" The old man looked at the kid and turned back to his dominoes. The barman shrugged his shoulders. The kid turned to the old man. "You speak American?" he said. The old man looked up from his play. He regarded the kid without expression. "Tell him I'll work for a drink. I ain't got no money." The old man thrust his chin and made a clucking noise with his tongue. The kid looked at the barman. The old man made a fist with the thumb pointing up and the little finger down, and tilted his head back and tipped a phantom drink down his throat. "Quiere echarse una copa," he said, "pero no puede pagar." The men at the bar watched. The barman looked at the kid. "Quiere trabajo," said the old man. "Quién sabe?" He turned back to his pieces and made his plan without further consultation.
Oh, shit, back.
"Trabajar," said one of the men at the bar. They began to laugh.
Alright, let's see what Micah has to say. I'm gonna check in on chat. Sister was just bitching a second ago, but yeah, alright.
Something going on out here, Arthur?
Good.
Shut the fuck up. Ministry of Grift is Shaggy's channel name now. Unfiltered thoughts on the mental health industry. Don't care, Shaggy. Trying to check up on stream there, pal. Yeah, faggot. Don't care, Shaggy. And stop making me sneeze. I watched a lot less of it, and I'm getting hobby stuff done. Easy smash. Smash? Alright. So let's see what this fucking Micah Bell ass bitch Belland has to say. This fucking faggot ass Micah. I'm gonna do this Micah mission, and then I'm gonna end the stream of Red Dead Redemption first person playthrough part 1,694,092. Alright. Sorry, Charles, I don't have time. Bud. Wish I did. This fucking faggot right here, bro.
Micah?
Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called...
Hey, Molly, where's Dutch?
Well, however it goes.
I'm not sure all that line of thought serves you and me very well.
That's because, Cowpoke, you are a man of profoundly limited intelligence.
No doubt.
Well, you and the old man and Dutch have been running around, digging us ever deeper into shit.
Micah is like the beans of the sector.
Lighten the load a little. Pearson, ain't you curious?
I guess. Gentlemen.
Dutch, you tell him, fat man. It's peace, Dutch. The O'Driscolls. I mean, I think there's a way.
What on earth are you talking about?
Get the words out properly, fat man. I met a couple of the O'Driscoll boys on the road into town, and things were about to get ugly. But you know how I am in a fight, huh? Like a corner tiger. Anyway, somehow it didn't, but we got to talking. They suggested a parlay to end things. Like gentlemen.
Gentlemen. Combe O'Driscoll. Have you lost your minds?
They're always telling us, Dutch, do what has to be done, but don't fight wars ain't worth fighting.
They want a parley?
It's a trap.
Hosea.
Well, of course, it's probably a trap, but what do we got to lose finding out?
Get shot.
We ain't getting shot because you'll be protecting us. It's a trap.
Like a bastard.
It ain't a trap. That's slim chance.
Micah is the Chuckles.
It's a chance you gotta take.
I killed Combs' brother. A long time ago.
Then he killed
Fuck you, Dutch.
a woman I
You're a
loved dear.
bitch.
As you say, it's a long time ago, Dutch.
Let's go. You and me, with Arthur protecting us, no one else.
What about me?
This ain't the time for tigers, my friend.
Son of a bitch. I knew something like this would happen, but yeah. Micah is basically leading us into an ambush. We know it's an ambush.
Let's go then.
So, let's go, I guess. This is like the Judas goat. This is like being friends with Quiros MC. A pompadour, uh-huh. Uh-huh.
For so long now, I can barely remember a time when it was different.
And you're still fighting him now. Make no mistake of that.
Here he goes, Doubting Thomas. Is there any plan you ain't sour on?
Thomas doubted that Jesus came back from the dead.
Let's not waste any more lives needlessly.
I ain't costing lives here.
Coke or fat? Who will die first, PPP or Sharsky?
Coming after us
Because of Blackwater.
and Leviticus Cornwall and his private army. Then who knows when this local hillbilly thing will come to a head?
General Cornwallis?
Afford to be fighting on all these fronts. And O'Driscoll.
There is wisdom in that.
I hope so, gentlemen, but like I said, I'm nervous.
Look, you ain't even going to be the one in danger. We'll get on over there, find a nice perch for you to settle into. You got that rifle, don't you?
Yeah.
Then me and Dutch walk right in to the lion's den. With you to cover us.
Okay, just keep calm, unless I give you a reason not to.
Oh, we'll be fine. We got you.
I will do my best.
Oh, my dear and trusted
Story of my
friend,
life, bro.
with you watching over me, I would walk into hell itself.
As would I. Hey, up there. Men on the ridge.
O'Driscoll's, from the look of them.
I don't like having eyes on us.
We're close. You'll be the eyes soon enough. Maybe he's right, Dutch. Maybe I have pushed too hard. Got us into situations that could have been safer. I see all those mouths we gotta feed, and I dream too big. Caring too much. That's my problem.
Caring too much. There's no such thing.
This is horse shit from both of you.
It might be. Micah might be full of shit. Colm O'Driscoll might be full of shit. The promise of this great nation. Men created equal. Liberty and justice for all. That might be nonsense too. But it's worth trying for. It is worth believing in. Can't you see that, friend?
I don't know.
Try. All I ask is you try.
Please try.
All right, cowpoke. You're gonna peel off up ahead. We'll be meeting down on the plain. Find a spot just above us where you can keep an eye on things.
All right. However this shakes out, let's aim to meet back at the fork in the road afterwards.
We'll be there, partner.
Fuck you, Micah. There's no chemtrails there. No chemtrails. How about that? Those look kind of static. But yeah.
Yep. Slow up now.
Hello, Dutch. Been a while.
Sure.
So, how's your gang doing? They still believing in you? Better world. Pure world. Hmm? How's that coming along?
Just fine.
How's that score you stole off us?
Which one?
Oh, I like that. It's like I said, this is a charismatic leader. A lot of heat on us this time. They offered me a price, Dutch, to bring you in.
Why didn't you take it?
Well, still might.
I am sorry about your brother.
Yeah, well, I never liked him much.
I liked Annabelle.
You always loved the ladies, Dutch Vanderlyn. I like that about you.
What are we doing here? Go home. Is this thing over?
Hello, sugar. You ain't dead, is you? Not anyway.
I don't know. Column's got a sense. Handing him over to the lords. I don't know. Strange times.
They killed Shaman. Fuck the whole lot of them. With this fella Colum's right, we can... He's escaping! Shoot him! Relax. Relax. I got him. Did I kill you?
Oh, not yet.
No, of course not. Not yet. But I will.
What the hell, bro?
Finally.
Fuck Micah.
Weapons over there.
This is still just like the beginning of the game. Like, I'm not even in like New Orleans or nothing yet.
Arthur Morgan.
Like, beginning, middle of the game.
Hello, Cole.
How's the wound? I hardly feel it. You will. Septic. Ain't nice. Now, tell me. Fine gun like you. Why you still running around with old Dutch? Could come right with me and make real money.
It ain't about the money, Cole.
Oh, no. Dutch's famous cars, huh? You killed a whole bunch of my boys. 6-point cabin.
You're done.
No clue what you're talking about.
Oh, you lie, my friend. And I thought Dutch preached truth.
Let me go, Colm. And end all this crap between you two. We all got real problems now.
Well, I said, they get him.
It's not gonna end well for you, Colm.
If I were you, I'd run as soon as I had the money.
I know you would. But see, we lure an angry Dutch in to rescue you. Grab all of you, hand you, then disappear.
So you only met with him to grab me?
Of course. You're gonna be so mad. You're gonna come raging over here. And a whole lot of you. And the law will be waiting for him.
What a snitch. What a Pinkerton sellout. You're not a hard man. I'm the hardest of hard. You can swing on your shackles to reach the metal knife. Oh, so it's like a heavy rain. This is almost like heavy rain. Oh shit, bro. Let's go. Oh shit. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I gotta do it. I gotta do it, chat. Gotta do it. Be a hard man at the forge. Let's go.
Shut your hole. I don't want to go to Mexico. I want to go home. Home. Hold on, I'll be back in a minute. What the hell?
Throw a knife.
What's he still doing down there? It's one thing torturing a man, it's another thing putting him through stories of the homeland. You better hurry it up. I don't want to be here when the law comes for that side of beef.
Leave the area on a horse. Where's the horse at? Here's a horse. Oh my god, dude, we're stuck. Let's go. The O'Driscolls are patrolling the roads, evade them, and escape the area. I'm dying over here. That was some good shit there. I would play some more Blood Meridian, but I have to pay attention. I don't have any fucking guns, bro. Oh no. Not good. What? Okay.
I'm gonna need to borrow you.
It's a little late there on that, pal.
The boy turned to the bartender. You got something I could do for a couple of drinks? I know damn good and well. One of the men at the bar said something in Spanish. The boy glared at them. They winked one to the other. They took up their glasses. He turned to the barman again. His eyes were dark and narrow.
Arthur!
Sweep the floor,
Arthur?
he said.
Arthur! I told you it was a setup, Dutch.
My boy, my dear boy, what?
They got me. I got away.
Yeah, you did. Miss Grimshaw, I need help! Reverend Swanson!
He's gonna set the law on our... Oh, of course he was!
I'm sorry, Arthur. It is a bit late for apologies. Swanson! Mr. Morgan, you're safe now.
Oh, let's get him to bed.
You are safe now, Arthur. You're safe now.
Oh, that's pretty, Dutch. That's real pretty.
Miss Grimshaw, will you sit with him a while?
Of course. You'll be okay, Mr. Morgan.
Shout out to Miss Grimshaw.
You're home.
There are two wolves inside of you. One is stalking at night. One is looking at you right now. A few weeks later. Weeks? Fuck you, Micah, you piece of fucking shit.
I thought I'd be burying you, Mr. Morgan.
Well, not quite yet, Reverend.
Good. How you feeling?
Oh, about the same as you.
I'm sorry to hear that. Well, take care of yourself.
You too.
And that's a great place to end it, chat. I'll see you tomorrow for Mafia Monday, Mafia 2. The gang have replaced your stolen weapons. They're on your saddle. Oh, yeah, good. Because a fucking Mike is a bitch. So, I'm gonna go piss, and I'll come back, I'll read chat, and I'll end the stream. So I'll leave you with some more Blood Meridian that everyone seems to love. It's a great hit.
The barman blinked. The kid stepped back and made sweeping motions, a pantomime that bent the drinkers in silent mirth. Sweep, he said, pointing at the floor. No está sucio, said the barman. He swept again. Sweep, goddammit, he said. The barman shrugged. He went to the end of the bar and got a broom and brought it back. The boy took it and went on to the back of the room. A great hall of a place. He swept in the corners where potted trees stood silent in the dark. He swept around the spittoons, and he swept around the players at the table, and he swept around the dog. He swept along the front of the bar, and when he reached the place where the drinkers stood, he straightened up and leaned on the broom and looked at them. They conferred silently among themselves, and at last one took his glass from the bar and stepped away. The others followed. The kid swept past them to the door. The dancers had gone, the music. Across the street sat a man on a bench dimly lit in the doorlight from the cafe. The mule stood where he'd tied it. He tapped the broom on the steps and came back in and took the broom to the corner where the barman had gotten it. Then he came to the bar and stood. The barman ignored him. The kid rapped with his knuckles. The barman turned and put one hand on his hip and pursed his lips. How about that drink now? Said the kid. The barman stood. The kid made the drinking motions that the old man had made, and the barman flapped his towel idly at him. Andale, he said. He made a shooing motion with the back of his hand. The kid's face clouded. You son of a bitch, he said. He started down the bar. The barman's expression didn't change. He brought up from under the bar an old-fashioned military pistol with a flintlock and shoved back the cock with the heel of his hand. A great wooden clicking in the silence, a clicking of glasses all down the bar. Then the scuffling of chairs pushed back by the players at the wall. The kid froze. Old man, he said. The old man didn't answer. There was no sound in the cafe. The kid turned to find him with his eyes. Está borracho, said the old man. The boy watched the barman's eyes. The barman waved the pistol toward the door. The old man spoke to the room in Spanish. Then he spoke to the barman. Then he put on his hat and went out. The barman's face drained. When he came around the end of the bar, he had laid down the pistol, and he was carrying a bung starter in one hand. The kid backed to the center of the room, and the barman labored over the floor toward him like a man on his way to some chore. He swung twice at the kid, and the kid stepped twice to the right. Then he stepped backward. The barman froze. The kid boosted himself lightly over the bar and picked up the pistol.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and end in this chapter, and then I'm gonna end the stream. But like these Mexicans, he was wanting like just a drink of water, and they told the kid to work it off, and he went and swept everything, even an old dog with one eye. And then they didn't want to give him a glass of water. They didn't want to give him a glass of water. So he said, you know what? You fucking spicks. It's over, bro. It's over. Sweep it up, Jan Jam. Blood Meridians 1. See ya, bud. Peace out, bros. S. Good night, buddy. Good night, Cool Taxi. Nowhere is safe. More like, oh, Frixels. Oh, Frixels, get fucked at the forge. Stop horsing around. That would infect it worse. O'Friskel. That's why you don't trust snakes. You're done. It's over. This Tree Master Bob said, this ain't the time for mustard tigers. This ain't the time for mustard tigers. On, like, with pepper jack cheese and a honey toasted bun and bacon. Alright, so I'm going to end this chapter, because I don't know what even chapter I'm on.
No one moved. He raked the frizzen open against the bar top and dumped the priming out and laid the pistol down again. Then he selected a pair of full bottles from the shelves behind him and came around the end of the bar with one in each hand. The barman stood in the center of the room. He was breathing heavily, and he turned, following the kid's movements.
Hey, Karen.
When the kid approached him, he raised the bung starter. The kid crouched lightly with the bottles and fainted, and then broke the right one over the man's head. Blood and liquor sprayed, and the man's knees buckled and his eyes rolled. The kid had already let go of the bottleneck, and he pitched the second bottle into his right hand in a road agent's pass before it even reached the floor. And he backhanded the second bottle across the barman's skull and crammed the jagged remnant into his eye as he went down.
Dutch sucker.
The kid looked around the room. Some of those men wore pistols in their belts, but none moved. The kid vaulted the bar and took another bottle and tucked it under his arm and walked out the door. The dog was gone. The man on the bench was gone, too. He untied the mule and led it across the square. He woke in the nave of a ruinous church, blinking up at the vaulted ceiling and the tall, swagged wall.
Like, that's why, like, the, like, narration and, like, the story is so wild, is because large gaps of time just, like, there's no explanation except that the kid passed out from sickness or injury or whatever, and woke up in a church somewhere, or woke up in a field, or woke up in a desert.
With their faded frescoes.
Kind of tiring, but yeah.
Deep in dry guano.
Maybe that's what the author wanted.
Pigeons flapped through the piers of dusty light, and 3 buzzards hobbled about on the picked bone carcass of some animal dead in the chancel. His head was in torment, and his tongue swollen with thirst. He sat up and looked around him. He put the bottle under his saddle, and he found it and held it up and shook it and drew the cork and drank. He sat with his eyes closed, the sweat beaded on his forehead. Then he opened his eyes and drank again. The buzzards stepped down one by one and trotted off into the sacristy. After a while he rose and went out to look for the mule. It was nowhere in sight. The mission occupied 8 or 10 acres of enclosed land, a barren purlieu that held a few goats and burros. In the mud walls of the enclosure were cribs inhabited by families of squatters, and a few cook fires smoked thinly in the sun. He walked around the side of the church and entered the sacristy. Buzzards shuffled off through the chaff and plaster like enormous yard fowl. The domed vaults overhead were clotted with a dark, furred mass that shifted and breathed and chittered.
Furred bros?
In the room was a wooden table with a few clay pots, and along the back wall lay the remains of several bodies.
You got a kid there.
On a child. Nope. He went on through the sacristy into the church again and got his saddle. He drank the rest of the bottle, and he put the saddle on his shoulder and went out. The facade of the building was an array of saints in their niches,
Tilly.
And they had been shot up by American troops
Well,
trying their
hello,
rifles.
Tilly.
The figures shorn of ears
Sleeping
and noses,
with your eyes open.
darkly mottled with lead marks oxidized upon the stone. The huge carved and paneled doors hung a whap on their hinges, and a carved stone virgin held in her arms a headless child. He stood blinking in the noon heat. Then he saw the mule's tracks. They were just the palest disturbance of the dust, and they came out of the door of the church and crossed the lot to the gate in the east wall. He hiked the saddle higher onto his shoulder and set out after them. A dog in the shade of the portal rose and lurched sullenly out into the sun until he had passed, and then lurched back. He kept the road down the hill toward the river, a ragged figure enough. He entered a deep wood of pecan and oak, and the road took a rise, and he could see the river below him. Blacks were washing a carriage in the ford, and he went down the hill and stood at the edge of the water, and after a while he called out to them. They were sopping water
I have
over the
no
black
pomade.
lacquerwork,
I need to
and
go
one
buy
of them
some
raised
pomade.
up and turned to look at
Son
him.
of a bitch.
The horses stood to their knees in the current. "What?" called the black. "Have you seen a mule?" "Mule? I lost a mule. I think he come this way." The black
Get
wiped
some
his face with the
eight
back of
hours
his
of
arm.
sleep. That's good. 8's not bad.
"Something come down the road about an hour back. I think it went down the river yonder. Might have been a mule. It didn't have no tail, nor no hair to speak of, but it did have long ears." The other two blacks grinned.
Hair grease.
The kid looked off down the river.
He's a galvanized
He
Yankee.
set off along the path
Buffalo
through the willows and
soldiers.
swales of
I
grass.
died for Dixie.
He found it about 100 yards downriver. It was wet to its belly, and it looked up at him and then lowered its head again into the lush river grass. He threw down the saddle and took up the trailing rope and tied the animal to a limb and kicked it half-heartedly. It shifted slightly to the side and continued to graze. He reached atop his head, but he had lost the crazy hat somewhere. He made his way down through the trees and stood looking at the cold, swirling water.
Well, I'd rather be shot for an outlaw than hanged for a thief.
Reckon it's about the same in the end.
Maybe. Anyway, it was fun.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay, I'll catch you later then.
Sure, Arthur.
Then he waded out into the river like some holy, wretched baptismal candidate. Chapter 3.
Alright, boom. We're on chapter 3. So, hope everybody enjoyed the stream. Chauncey Fatsack, KT34, all the lurkers, Stream Master Bob, what a fucking king, Golden Broom, that came back to like some callback reference.
To get chased by the law, Miss Tilly.
Who ain't so dumb as that Arthur? I'm a Negro.
I know. Keep you safe.
Based?
My mama was a slave until she was 15 years old, Arthur.
I'll keep you safe, miss. You have my word.
Okay. It's tough and rough. Anyways, bros. Alistair Mycroft, I didn't even play his video because Blood Meridian is so much more based than listen to his cotton-ass voice talk through a fucking cotton ball or like a sheet or something. Like, bro. Bro, just stop, dude. It's like pathetic. It's awful, even. But, let me check. So, I want to end on a good note, good even number. But it don't really matter. Fuck it. Been going for 3 hours. Shaggy's probably streaming, but who gives a fuck? He's just wanting more donos. No one's gonna give him. He sunk that ship when he docks Bells. 303. Alright, 304. Go with Christ, everyone. Stay blessed, not stressed, and I'll catch you on the next time. Mafia Monday tomorrow.
I told Dutch, I feel I should tell you. I saw some of Combs' boys riding around.
Down here? What they want?
I have no idea.
They see you?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, thanks for letting me know, Kieran.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's go to this dock and end it, bros. Can I sit here? The NPCs can sit there, but I can't sit there, okay. Whatever. Let's fish one time on Flatiron Lake.
Ah, bait, you fool.
Come on.
But yeah, Blood Meridian is awesome, or whatever the fuck else they call it, the red east of the wind, or some bullshit like that.
Here we go.
Nothing, bro. No fish to fish. Alright, peace. See you tomorrow.